You find yourself outside of a burned down, ruined mansion. The sticks almost reminding you of burned corpses. They're the branches and ruins of this house. You all find yourself prone in it. It seems to be clawing, grasping, clutching at the mists that seem to be surrounding you in all different directions. You all awake. Your heads pounding, your heart's slightly beating, and almost as if you've forgotten something important. A fogness in the mind, and a fogness in reality as well. You are still aware of where you are. Barovia. And some portions of it you do remember. You remember the awfulness of the death house. But it is faint. And it is not part of this reality anymore. Who would be the first to speak?
I think Dro would, given his, what he is and his mind and trance abilities and whatnot, I think he would wake up first.
Okay.
He'd probably lean up and be looking around and sees nothing but desolation around him. But he's also going to see the rest of everybody else laying on the ground, and he recognizes them in a way. If you were changed from what dwindling memories can surface or come to the surface. He raises himself to his feet. He's not looking so good. He's got some burns on him, though he doesn't know why. Right? And he cracks his neck side to side and his back. He's looking around. He sees 5 other people with him. And probably the first one closest to him. I don't know which one would be closest to me, would you say?
Theron is closest to you right now.
Theron is closest to me. Excellent. Was he going to be joining us right away, or was he going to find us later? I'm not sure if we,
Yeah, I don't think we did figure that out.
Yeah, I don't think we decided that. Did you?
I was not informed of this. He will be joining immediately, unless you guys all agreed not to. But that'd be really up to Theron. Theron, do you want to be here?
I am extremely sorry. I forgot to mention this to you, but one thing we did discuss in our private chat was sort of a thing of where I found them in the rubble. Like I was on my way down the road and I found them in the rubble.
Okay.
I mean, you could be just walking up now.
Okay. You want to be walking up now, all right?
Yeah, that
I'm
works.
perfectly fine with that as well. Okay. Rewind a little bit. Okay, Theron's not the closest to you. Let's have Asan. Asan is the closest to you.
All right. So, Dro will see this tiny little man, though very heavily armored by the looks of it, and quite a beard on him as well. Almost like a bearded child is what he's looking at, and at least that's what he thinks. And he'll walk over, and a name kind of comes to the surface, and he kneels down and puts a hand on this man's shoulder, kind of shakes him a little bit, and he utters the name Asan? It's Asan, right? Can you hear me? You awake? You good?
God damn it, that nightmare was real? Damn it. Oh, wait, was it? Hassan will sit up and just kind of snap up and look around, check everything out. Still got his shield, still got his battle axe. got his pack. You look a little different, as do a couple others, but your name's Dro, right?
Yeah, and he looks down at himself. He's like, "You're right. I
I'm
do
half
look a little bit
surprised you
different."
didn't call me Biter or something, but was
Yeah.
that like what the F just okay. So
I have no idea. This is yeah, I mean, I kind of recognize you, but this is pretty strange. Well, at least you're not hacking
Yeah.
at my shins, so I guess I should be happy about that. He's looking down all the way down there.
You don't look much like a pirate, so I wouldn't worry about too much in the way of shin hacking. And you woke me up rather than putting a knife through my gullet. So this definitely seems. I feel like I know these people, but this is very odd. This land wants to take a bite out of our souls and minds themselves, it seems. I guess we should wake the others. And there's a stick from my dreams that I'm not seeing here, but that maybe that really was a dream then.
It's a good point.
But it doesn't make much. Yeah, this is just so odd, man. Let's Hassan will pick himself up and look to shake awake the wise Sir Solaris as he remembers him being a cleric of great wisdom in his dreams, anyways.
Solaris, you were woken up.
Oh, thank you for waking me up. Wait a minute. He looks around, and then he looks at Dro, and he puts like a smile. Like he's already known him for years, and he's like, "Ah, damn, I thought that was a dream, but it looks like I do know you."
Oh, yeah,
I wasn't sure at first. He didn't call me Biter.
I do recognize that pretty boy face that you have. Well, I also remember some kind of name for you. There's a couple of them, actually. Church boy, Boy Scout. Oh, I don't know, a couple of others. You, how you feeling?
Good. You smell better in person. Maybe we should.
The polite thing was to not mention it, but I guess the beast is real.
Maybe we should. Oh, I don't know actually, because that may have been all in my head. But maybe we should wake everybody else up and see if anyone else has more information.
Well, I agree. You should get some more minds together.
During this meantime, you guys are not super quiet. Near more Romanus, you wake up.
Nice.
I guess now would be a good time for me to show up.
Yes. Okay. You do come wandering in a little bit.
Do I know you?
Oh, Jesus. What the hell is that? Wait a second.
It's the boy.
It is the boy.
It's the turning tide.
Yeah.
It is. This is
now I'm starting to feel like I do know you, because I remember that. What?
I remember
what
you
is
looking
going
a little
on?
bit more piratey. You look pretty heavily armored. But in my dreams, you definitely did not wear armor. Maybe that really was a dream.
Why do I remember you guys?
Have you just woken up in the past 5 minutes, or what? This is getting stranger and stranger by the minute.
No, I was told about this place where, there's some evil lord or something, and I was going to investigate. Got sucked into the mist, and now I'm here.
Oh, that does sound awfully familiar.
Yep.
I think we're
Oh,
still missing 2 others, and Drill looks around.
yeah.
There's 2 women still.
Yeah, there's Tetradia awake. Hopefully she's
You just see her orange eyes just open up, and she just kind of stands up. Well, kind of lifts herself up and just stares at Esson for a minute, and she's not really saying anything.
What are we trying to play, The Exorcist or Curse of Strahd? I mean, I'm down for either. Well, is your head gonna spin around 180 degrees too?
I see dead people.
Is that Esson, Dro? What happened to the? I just remember mushrooms, and we weren't. What's going on? She's just kind of confused, rubbing her head.
For some reason, I remember calling you many times, in fact. Damsel and purple bitch? It seems a little bit rude, but, you know. I'm just saying, that's what I remember.
Watch your mouth. And she just points her finger at him.
Alright, it's fine.
Near him more. She just looks over at her. It's like, I thought the mushrooms got her. In the sewers. But we're not. What's going on, Dro? She just looks over at you like it's your fault.
What? I don't know. Let's ask her, and Dro will go over, kneel by Nira, and kind of be like, "Hey, are you all right? It's Nira, right?"
Nira will get up and be kind of clutching her head, give herself a bit of a shake, and then look at Dro. Oh, shit.
I think you're cutting out there, Nira. I haven't been able to hear you.
Unless it's part of her.
Okay, so you also,
really now?
whenever you're using voice mod, I also recommend setting your input sensitivity to a set level, because auto sensitivity messes up with voice mod.
It's important, actually.
In Discord?
Yep.
Yes, in Discord.
Okay.
Voice and video settings.
Same settings.
Same place. There's a bar that goes to the left and right.
Yeah, it's at max for input volume.
No, not input volume. Input sensitivity. It's below the input mode.
So you see how it goes up and down? That's a decibel level. And if it doesn't reach a certain decibel level, Discord won't send it to the other players, right?
Yeah, I normally have it at around like between -85 and -80.
Here we are.
It's going to be wildly difficult depending on different mics. So.
Yes, of course.
So there's -85.
Yeah, it sounds good now.
Okay. And am I coming through with the mod?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. I was really hoping that part was still just a dream, but it looks like I still don't have my voice yet. Oh, I think I recognize you. Or is your name Dro? What's going on? I feel like your name should start with a T, actually, but it's Dro, right?
Yeah, it's Dro, and he kind of looks around. Is like, anybody else hear that, or is it just me? She's not even moving her lips.
So the fact that she speaks in our minds is true.
So the fact that she speaks through our minds is true.
I don't believe it, but I remember all of you. This isn't...
Or at least some dream form of us.
Nira's gonna cock her head. Tetra? Your name's Tetra, right?
Yes.
I think I remember you.
I remember you. I remember something bad happened to you. Something to do with mushrooms.
Lots of bad things have happened to me.
It seems like we were all in some limbo nightmare dream where it's like we kept thinking we were moving forward, but we actually weren't moving at all.
Yeah.
I didn't
He's
That
exactly
is an
right.
apt way to describe that nightmare.
Careful, this is
I-
being
Sorry.
recorded.
It was
Yeah,
like we were
careful.
on a direct path that we just couldn't walk away from.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Constantly being pulled.
Please.
Regardless of whatever we thought happened, I mean, what the hell is going on around us? And he'll kind of point around. There's just all ash and soot. Like, what the hell happened here?
You're
Oh,
surrounded
this seems like it
by-
happened in reality. Because and I look at Nira, didn't you burn this place down?
In the dream, I did. Did
Oh,
I burn it down here too? I mean, if I did, I'm quite happy. If
You
you're
know-
gonna drop a chandelier on me, you're gonna get hurt.
You know, I have the slightest memory of. Oh god. Oh, I'm pretty sure I was on fucking fire. Thanks a lot. Never mind. It doesn't matter. It's probably just a dream.
Mira's gonna grab her water skin and be like, "You want some?"
Oh no, Oh god,
You sure?
the memories are coming. No, I'm fine. No.
Wait, are you burned? Are you okay?
Yeah, just a couple of burns. It doesn't feel like it was in the nightmare, but
This
I'm sure I'll be fine.
This whole thing feels like deja vu. Are we back at, I guess, a house? I don't know.
Kind of
This
remember
feels-
chopping a child's head off, but
I remember
No.
I remember you people, but I don't remember this place.
Well, obviously, there's something wrong with this whole nation that we found ourselves in.
You
Nobody
are
just had-
interrupted by the sounds of distant howling,
oh boy.
growly wolves. They are in the distance still. They are coming from a northerly selection, or your best guess would be north. They are deep-chested and odd, but still very much wolf-like.
Please,
Oh,
please,
Oh no.
that seems very familiar.
Well,
please tell
This
me this
land
isn't
does
as
like to take
horrible
a
as a
bite out
dream.
of things.
shit. I don't know exactly what that is, but I suggest the sturdiest of us in front and the go ahead.
Oh,
While that is a valid thing, these seems a ways away. What directions do we see pathways?
Roll me a perception check.
Ooh.
Oops.
10. Okay. You don't notice anything that is overly obvious inside of here, besides the overly obvious, that is. In the distance, you do see two pinpricks of firelight deep within the fog, in the opposite direction of where the sounds of the howls are coming from. You don't see a path, you don't see any way out of here, besides heading deeper into the massive trees that seem to be all surrounding you. The fog has reduced your vision to about 90 feet. You are
What
in a
time of
forest.
day are we looking at?
You cannot see the canopy of the trees. It is light, dim light at the best, so you could assume it is some type of day. But other than that, you have no idea.
How do I get rid of these? Oh, out of character. How do I get
Hover
rid of
over
these
them and
purple-
press delete.
Oh, okay.
You gotta
Okay.
go to the ruler first and top left. Anyway, so what are you doing with that information, Hassan?
Hassan is going to mention that I think I can see what looks like some fire light in that direction. Should we head towards it, since it seems to be the opposite of where we're hearing this growling from, and maybe we can find allies to fight off whatever those bestial noises are, albeit if my dreams are serving me correct, that sounds like we may be dealing with some form of lupine existence.
I remember we had to deal with some of those when we found it's Theron, right?
Yeah.
Best to not stay here then.
Are you sure? It could be pretty fun, but
Nothing is fun in this place.
I suppose
he
that's a
said.
good point. Well, I'll
The way this, if
Go
my
ahead.
dreams, if my dreams serve me, it definitely seems to be a land where there is strength to be found in numbers. I am happy to take up the rear in case those things catch up on us. I will be a little bit slower than the rest of you, anyways.
This all must just be hell, and we're just gonna keep going through it over and over again. It's like a nightmare.
Wrong. We'll get out of here. Just as all. I'm getting home. I'm getting back to my family. I'm getting back on that sea, and I'm seeing the rest of what this world has to offer. I'm getting out of here.
The night or the day. They are getting closer.
All right, let's
Hassan's
get
going
moving.
to-
Better go.
People, pick up your things and let's start moving. Hassan will take the rear of the marching order.
I'll take the front, or yeah, I'll take the front.
I'll be in front of Hassan.
I'll be probably back there with Niramore. Is
No,
the map,
the middle would be you and Niramore
the
as
middle
the
for
squishy
us.
ones.
did the map change out of character? Because
No.
I'm still on the by
No.
the castle. Okay.
No, the map has not changed.
Okay.
So you start heading out, and you're heading towards the firelight, correct?
Yes.
Before we go, I give one of the pieces of rubble a kick.
Okay. Roll a strength check.
Oh boy.
Oh, yay.
I stood by two.
Yeah.
5. Okay. Kind of slaying your toe up against it. It's a piece of solid. It's actually like part of like the fat of the ground side of here, and you slightly stump, and it hurt. Don't take any damage, but it kind of hurt.
All right, let's go. This fucking house has hurt me enough.
Okay.
Fucking called it.
Black pools of water stand like dark mirrors around you. Tall trees seems to be clawing at the mists. Faint breezes seems to be moving through this area, and every time the wind moves, the trees scream. Screeching, crying, sounds of old ancient trees, not meant to bend anymore, creaking. The fog starts to lessen up until you come out into a muddy road. Giant trees, same, are looming on both sides of this road. The fog has lessened up inside of here, and you can see two things on your left. About 200 feet away is a wall of fog that is at a 90-degree angle going up and up and up and up until it seems to almost fuse with the sky. Long fog-like tendril seems to be coming out of this fog wall and enveloping huge swaths of the trees. And as you appear all on the roadway, you all swear 4 or 5 of these tendrils start gently blowing in your direction. To your right, jutting out of this impenetrable set of woods on both sides of the road is a very high stone buttress, which is looming out in front of the gray fog. Huge iron gate seems to be hanging in front of you. They are ajar, rusted, partly shut, but still ajar where you could open. The two headless statues of armed guardians seems to be flanking the gate, but their heads are now lying among the weeds at their feet. They greet you with silence. This is what you see.
Oh boy.
Oh, this is disconcerting.
That dream definitely seems to be more dreamlike since been a while that we've been. Ooh.
Nothing about this looks
well.
good. Tetrati is just gonna like lower her gloved hand by her hilt of her sword.
That is a definite. This seems to be the gates of of Barovia again.
Could we please
I'm
not do
not the
this?
only one who remembered it.
Are we gonna have to do this all over again, or I guess the dream thing?
It's feeling more and more like this is the first time. This does not look like exactly the same as what I dreamt. So, indeed,
I
this
don't
is.
think going into a wall of mist would be any better. Just feels like death itself.
Think of it this way. Maybe we from a divine, benevolent being, and we are perfectly safe until we catch up to the part where we were in the dream. We probably have nothing to worry about, and Solaris will confidently, with faith, walk forward through the gates.
Oh,
Your face palms.
Tetrati just stays back and lets him go through.
Solaris, you touch the gates. Go through them?
Yep, I'll start walking.
Yep.
Okay, just making sure. So let's pass through them, no problem.
well, fuck it. Let's go. I mean,
Yep.
clearly.
Yeah.
Do we still hear the howls from before?
Yes, you do. They have let up somewhat, but you still hear them.
Mm-hmm. Best we keep moving before that gets any closer.
I suppose you're right.
If they come to the gate, I would rather have this to put between us and them. I will allow the rest of you to try to go forward. Hassan's going to take the gate as he goes through the gate. He's going to try to see if it swings or not.
With a little bit of elbow grease, you could get them to close shut.
Hassan will actually pull the gate shut behind him then, once everyone else is through.
Gotcha. Okay. You pull it shut, dragging along the cobblestone, and eventually you kind of shut it inside there, kind of jam it a little bit, so if anyone's following you, they definitely make a noise.
Yep.
Okay. And in front of you is a dirty, not well-traveled road, but it does have ruts, like wagons have passed through here every once in a while through here. It is not cobbled, besides the immediate walls around you. It is more of the same forest to your left and right. Do you continue?
The infrastructure around this place is ridiculous. Might as well keep going. Gonna have to slog forward through this mud.
Places are ruins. Nothing like anything back home.
I wonder what we'll come across along this road.
The world is old. There are many places that have fallen into disrepair.
Yeah, I suppose you're right, Hassan.
Yeah.
People still use this road, if infrequently. Hopefully, we will come across somebody soon.
Place is already depressing me.
As you are walking, you do see a number of wards and talismans hanging from the branches. They seem to be marking portions of this wood away, though I do not believe any of you would recognize this. Is anyone here a druid or ranger?
Damn.
Nope.
Nope.
Not this time.
All right. None of you do recognize these, but you can assume that they're have some type of either tribal or religious meaning behind them. Whatever you would like to assume.
Esan will point to them and see, Lady Tetra, there are people here. If there are people here, then there must be life of some good in this land.
Some good. Well, I hope you're right. 'Cause I'm
Oh,
not
I'm
buying it.
here, so there's at least a little bit of good.
I'm not buying
Just
that for a
because
second.
there's people doesn't mean we want to meet them.
Ugh.
Ah, you don't know that. We have to meet them first before we can judge them.
I sort of recall one time when we met in the dream, when we met someone new and they tried to poison us, so.
Apologies, I'll be back.
Yes,
in 1 minute. Something just came up. I'll be right back. Apologies.
Alright.
No problem.
Give me a second.
Yeah, I like Essan's optimism, but this place just. I mean, just look at it. It's just like looking.
Yep.
It's a horror movie, man. It is weird that my voice is coming through that echoey on Jen's mic.
That was Tetra and
It's
Carrot.
because it's because she has her noise gate set so low so that it can work.
Yeah.
You know. Tetra is from a very Mediterranean climate, so this is really out of her thing.
I should push her over into the mud or something, but I guess I haven't
To
talked to
harden her up.
Yeah, I haven't talked to her long enough to hate her yet, so we
Yeah.
give a little bit more time.
Ooh, what did I come back to?
Great.
I said Tetrati is from a Mediterranean climate, so she's kind of out of her zone here. A little bit. She's traveled, but it's kind of the opposite.
She's a local traveler. She's not a world traveler.
Of wood rot, moss, dampness, mold, and this is about 35 degrees. There's a faint misty.
Okay, we're gonna have to go. Half of this party thinks that's blisteringly hot.
Yep.
Albeit I did spend Friday on a rooftop that was 44 degrees.
Canadians don't mind.
This is Fahrenheit.
Okay, so it's just above freezing.
Just above freezing. Yes.
It's fucking cold as shit.
He'll know what you're talking about, but I won't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in HVAC.
Well,
You're
that
in
would be
HVAC.
what? That'd be like 1 or 2 degrees Celsius.
Oh, that's nothing.
34 is
Not that bad.
0, but yeah, so 35 is like 0.1. The water in the ruts will almost be freezing.
Yeah, so you see Tetradia kind of shivering a little bit because it is kind of cold for her.
Suck it up, Buttercup. It's not that bad.
It's
The
cold.
son will bundle his winter gear a little closer.
Mira will pull her slime cloak a little closer about her.
Okay. It is about who's on point? Who's leading this party? First things first.
Well, I was at the front, but then Solaris went first, so I don't know. Do you want to still be first, Solaris, or you want me to? Doesn't matter.
You can go. You can go. I just went through the gate for dramatic effect, but I would probably be right behind them.
Okay.
Or behind Theron if he was going second.
Gotcha.
Pretty
Was that,
armored.
was that Hassan or Joe talking?
Oh no, Solaris would go second or third, depending on who wants to go second.
Yeah,
Well,
we
Hassan
have
was
3
taking up
people
the
who are
rear.
relatively interchangeable to be at the front, but Assad will continue to take the rear.
Yeah, and
Joe-
Theron's
Joe,
gonna
you're
continue
taking
to be in front, just in front of the sun.
Dro is
okay.
going to be in front.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then
I'm still
Solaris
getting
is
used
second.
to the voices, so I
No,
have to
you're
ask.
good.
Yeah, all good.
Dro, roll me a D100. This is a luck check.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh.
Look in the simple dice. and press that.
D100. I hope this is just one. It's got 2 on there for some reason.
Yep,
3.
that is it.
Oh, look
Okay.
at that. A 3
Oh.
out of 100.
Okay.
Jesus.
So in the meantime, I would like for you to roll a perception check as you're going down through here as well.
All right, cool. 1 second.
All of us, or just those at the front?
Just Dro.
Oh boy, here we go. got disadvantage on this automatically as well.
13?
Why do you have
Jesus.
disadvantage?
I don't remember. I think it was.
I don't. I think it has to do with the
Because
drow heritage
it's
and
there's
the.
sunlight sensitivity, which is not going
Yeah.
to come into effect in Barovia.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. So you want me to roll that again? Just or is it fine now? I don't care. Either way.
You can roll it again.
Okay.
But just take it at normal then. Because if
Yeah.
it automatically roll disadvantage, I don't want to screw you over.
Let me.
Oh, that's right.
Nice.
Martha.
6.
Yeah, that's great.
Nice.
It's,
Okay.
it's fine.
You are watching Son of Fear, and you got 3. Very interesting. You guys continue down this road for about an hour. It is the chill is starting to set in, unless some of you guys have some ways of getting the water off, prestidigitation, very nice clothes inside there. So you're a little damp, and it's not the most fun experience. The road is not well traveled. Your feet, calves, and up to your knees, for some of you, is covered in mud.
Oh.
It is not a fun time walking through here. But while you are bemoaning your what is happening to you, you see things approach. A tall shape seems to be looming out of the dense fog, a good distance away. And it takes a second until you realize that they are buildings. You are approaching a town. The town is almost entirely dark. There are a few lights inside there, but almost all the buildings are just a void of darkness spilling out from their windows. You're not far enough away to get anything of detail due to the fog, but what is the party doing?
Shit. This doesn't look the best, but I guess it's better than nothing.
I don't know what to think of it, but what are we supposed to do?
There are some lights on, so there should be some form of people there.
Well, it's
and
either
I'm not
that
sure
or...
all of us have their cold weather gear with them, so we may definitely want to head in to find some shelter. It looks like some of those buildings may even be abandoned, which would mean free shelter, possibly.
Yeah.
It's not like we can stay on the road forever.
No.
I'm gonna catch a cold out here. Keep going.
No.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
Okay. You approach the village. As you approach, this faint sobbing sounds start to erupt out. Mournful sounds of a woman crying, sobbing. This is not what happened.
Place is just as depressing as I just said earlier.
Somebody else is having a great day too.
She's just rubbing her temple like, oh, here we go.
This feels familiar.
Indeed.
Does it sound like crying like somebody's in pain, or like as in
this is
dying
mourning.
somewhere?
This is not a death scream. This is mourning. Where they're more emotional pain, less physical being stabbed right now, if that makes sense.
So Solaris being who he is, but also remembering some memories of this party, looks at the party, turns around, and his expression is, we should go help. But he knows this usually does not end well, this debate, so he's kind of looking at everyone like,
I think,
huh?
Solaris, I think we need help. So are we really going to spend time helping people in this strangers we don't know?
And his shoulders start to sag like, here we go.
Listen, I don't know about you guys, but I personally, I have an oath to help those who are in despair.
Oh, what a hero.
Oh, this is different. He's like, this is good.
Oh yeah, you go help him. Or her, whatever it is.
I mean, we're...
You're gonna have to talk to people.
I think
Who's talking?
I think you're muted, Hassan.
Son, you're muted.
Muted.
God damn it. Yeah, I was. Tetradia, we got to find people to find their way out of here. So,
Do they have to be crying?
As
Well,
you
I
say,
don't really see that many other lights out.
an old woman pushing a cart does start to trundle out of an alleyway. Oh, why, hello there. Hello. Yoo-hoo! Starts trundling over. She is pushing a heavily canvassed cart. Oh, you are new here, aren't you? My condolences. Well, let me be the first to welcome you to the village of Barovia. Do enjoy your time here.
Oh, so it is Barovia. It's about time I found my way here. Ugh. This is pretty dilapidated. How do you people live here? Good grief, this is
Oh,
disgusting.
most people don't.
What
Is there-
do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Many
Ma'am.
people go missing here, and I don't live here myself. I just come here to sell my wares.
Where are you from then?
Oh, I live at the mill, a little bit far away from town. Why do you ask? Oh, by the way, sorry. This is my rude manners. I haven't talked to many people who don't know me. My name is Granny. People call me Granny. And this old woman kind of like hunched back, kind of flips back her hood, and a very like motherly looking grandmother is staring at you. Big smile on her face.
It's nice to meet you. My name is Tetradi Aegis.
Oh, you don't have much meat on your bones there. You should eat more. You should eat
Hey,
more.
what's
She
that
reaches-
supposed to mean?
She rips off the canvas inside there, and there is a beautiful set of pies.
Oh.
Would
Wow,
you-
those look pretty good.
Would you like one? I've got blueberry pie, I've got meat pie, I've got potato pie, I've got shepherd's pie, I've got apple pie, my most favorite one. And then there are different types of pies inside of here, all delicious.
Do you have rhubarb?
Kind of hungry.
I do.
Rhubarb.
I do have rhubarb pie. Would you like a rhubarb pie?
So let's just go smell the pies. Do they smell normal?
They smell absolutely delicious. Oh my god.
Want
They
some?
smell delicious.
I want some. And Tetradi just raise her hand.
Hold on now. The first one, since you're new here and you're at this not nice town, I'd give you the first one for free. But other than that, there'd be a gold each afterwards.
Gold. For pie?
Yes.
Stuff's expensive here.
Well, of course.
I'll take a free one.
You're really gonna eat food from strangers there, Purple Girl?
I'm hungry.
Is that what you do? You go to markets and buy food? Do you grow all your food yourself?
No, usually I kill all of my food, you know.
Fair enough. Dangerous.
And I tend to do a lot with fish.
Very quickly, DM. Does Theron remember Granny from the dream?
I'm gonna be real with you. Nothing you remember. This Granny is entirely different. Entirely my Granny. I'm just gonna be entirely honest.
Fair enough. But point is, does he remember someone like her from the dream?
Yes.
I don't know what you remember about her, so I'll say sure.
You remember a windmill.
I remember a mill. I remember
is-
someone in that mill selling some sort of pastries. And I remember that those pastries were poisoned.
You got
So
any
I don't
rats
know
around
about
here?
you guys.
Who ordered the
But-
rhubarb pie?
I didn't order. I was just curious.
I'll take
if you
some
had.
blueberry.
Blueberry pie. Oh, the best pie. Yes. And she brings out this warm, absolutely delicious smelling pie and passes it over to who asked for the blueberry pie?
Petrati.
Petrati. Yeah, she passes.
The
Oh,
foolish one.
this will put some meat on your bones. Yes.
She just looks at it and she's kind of like thinking, like, she kind of remembers what happened, but kind of doesn't. And she's like, she has a greedy streak, so she's just kind of like staring at it, just like frozen.
Are you?
My arms are what they used to be. I can't hold this out for too long.
Oh, she'll grab it from her, and she's just looking at it in her hands, like, should I really do this?
Hey, you have any to-go bags, lady? Maybe you'll let her eat it later.
I've got some like paper bags. They're more leather, but yes.
Yes,
She
that
takes out a
way
little
she
bag
can
and-
keep it warm until we find a warm place to sit.
To try is just starving, so she takes a bite out of it.
Okay. First things first. The pie. Oh my god, it isn't delicious. It is juicy. It is sweet. It is decadent. Someone has spent a long time putting a lot of love into this. They didn't skip out any of the ingredients. Someone spent a very long time making this.
Oh my god,
first
it's
things
so
first.
good.
It's so good enough that you feel inspired. You gain a point of inspiration
What?
Nice.
on eating this pie. Oh my god, is it delicious?
Wow, guys, this is really good. And she just starts eating the whole slice of pie. It's like, oh, that feels, I mean, that was delicious, ma'am.
Oh, good, good. I do try my hardest. Would anyone else like a pie?
I'm not really hungry. I'll be good.
I'm not hungry.
You got
Fair
any
enough.
rats around here, or any small other kind of rodents, or
Dro, stop doing. Why do you say stuff like that? You're gonna freak people out.
what?
Rats?
Bats, rats, cats. You know, whatever you got. I don't care.
We got rats and cats and other things and bats. And she points to a few bats flying overhead.
And
Rat,
I'm
which is
sure there
preference.
is a
Well,
inn
what
in
was-
town in still operation of some kind that we can get a warm, meaty meals.
Oh, I would head to the Blood on the Vine Tavern if you wanted to do that. If you want to buy food for the road, you could head to Bilger's Mercantile Store.
I'm sorry, what was your name again, madame?
Granny. People call me Granny.
Granny, if we decide to change our mind and get some pies, can I find you somewhere to come purchase them?
Oh, I will be here for the next 4 or 5 hours. I gotta do my rounds, and then I must leave after that. So you could probably find me between now and tonight.
And if, let's say, we wanted to buy these tomorrow, would there be a place that I can find you, or do you have a shop in town?
Yeah.
Not in town. I live well away from this traditory. I come here to bring happiness to these poor souls that live here. So, but I do not live here.
I
Okay.
see, I see.
If you're really interested, you could go visit me up at the windmill where I live.
Do you
Windmill.
live there alone?
No. My family members live there.
I see.
See,
Well,
Tetrati, I told you there was people here.
Yeah,
Do
I
you
guess
know
you're
how-
right, Hassan. Give you that.
Kind lady, while the sweets are not my cup of tea at this time, I would prefer something hot and meaty and preferably fishy if possible, but I'll take what I can get.
I do have shepherd's pie, and I have meat pie, and I have like a minced meat pie as well. I have many hearty pies here. Those are my most
Indeed,
common
you
ones.
seem to have every variety under the sun.
Of course.
It's too bad the sun doesn't seem to want to shine very well here thus far. Darn it. Hassan lost his train of thought. Joking about the sun not killed it on me. Dang it.
Did you? She like, snaps her fingers in front of your eyes as you gaze off into nothing for a split second. Oh, you okay?
Sorry, some of the party members I hang with are weird. Especially, well, pretty much all of them. I mean, I don't know.
Hey.
Hey, you want to
hey,
talk,
Lovely people.
damsel.
Don't call
I was
me
going
that.
to ask, kind grandmother, if you know of how one gets back to the world beyond the mists.
Oh, you don't.
I'm sorry, what?
You don't. That's why I said my condolences. You're new here, right?
This really is hell, isn't it? And we're stuck
It,
here
it doesn't
forever.
feel that new. It feels like I spent a dream of a few months in this land.
Felt more
a-
like a few days.
A sly little smile crops up into her face when you mentioned hell. Yes, it is ruled by the devil. So some people do call this hell.
So I'm already dead, and I'm here because of my sins. And she's just like freaking out. Oh my god, we're just gonna keep going through this over and
Not
over.
this again.
No, Tetradia, but if this is hell and you're here for those sins, your behavior best change if you wish to leave, I would think. We will find. I trust that no one you have heard of has gotten freedom. That does not mean it is unachievable.
There are people that get free, yes. Only one type of people.
What?
Who would that type be?
Oh, the Vistani, of course. They're allowed to leave. No one else is, though.
That sounds like a disease.
Is there some way we could be free? There's got to be a way.
Well, if you were absolutely wanted to try, and I wouldn't suggest doing this, by the way, you could go talk to the man who lives up in this castle. And she points up to the hill.
Yep, that's where I'm going, and she just starts taking off towards
Heads
it.
up over there.
Oh,
Yeah,
goodness.
Tetradia, get back here.
What?
I would not suggest doing that. You have to receive his blessing to leave this place.
And what if I just go up there right now? What will happen?
I don't
Well,
know.
for one thing, that's a pretty far away castle. I don't think you'd get there before sundown.
Okay,
What
you
time of day is it?
got a point.
It's about 1 or 2 in the afternoon.
But if that's the place we need to go to get out of here, then we should just go there. She
If
just
you
kinda
do-
points at it.
It sounds like there's more to it than that, Petra. She said that you need the person who lives there blessing.
And how do we get the
Well,
blessing?
Who doesn't
Miss.
live there, by the way, Granny?
Yeah.
I have to say it with such venom. All right.
There's something about that place I don't like.
Sorry, I'm hungry.
The person who... What do you want a pie? She motions back to the pies. If you're hungry, I could have that. Just a
I don't
gulp.
want any pies.
I'll
I want
take
to know
another.
who's in that fucking castle up there, and he points up to the cliff face.
She ignores you. Who wants the pie? She immediately
I'll take another slice since my party members are so rude.
I'm gonna grab her cart and like shake it just a little bit and be like, "Granny, do not ignore me."
Oh, why?
I'm looking at her with my one red eye, and I'm like, "Who
dare you?"
lives up there?"
She smacks you in the face lightly. Doesn't hurt at all. Let go of me, sir.
That's what you get, Dro.
Dro lets go of the cart, and he just kind of takes
You don't
one
think
step
Granny
back.
can take care of herself?
Okay,
Getting up on the balls of her feet.
I'm looking down at her.
I
I'm like,
love this.
above 6, I'm above 6 feet tall. She's a little old lady. I'm looking down, and I'm like, I am very, very sorry. Now, could you please? And he's like holding himself back, and it's like, oh, please, tell me who lives up there.
I'll answer the polite one. What type of pie did you want?
I don't want any pie.
No, not you. I'm not talking to you, Oaf. The other one.
Oh God.
Oh, I'll take another blueberry.
Okay, it'd be a gold piece.
Oh.
yeah.
Her taste was free.
She'll just reach into her dress pocket and grab one.
Okay. She grabs it, gives you another blueberry pie. Feel free to share that around, of course. Now, back to you. the person that lives up there, and you better be thankful that I'm even answering you, is none other than the devil himself. Strahd von Zarovich is his name.
That doesn't sound good at all.
Yeah, it sounds kind of fruity. Who is that anyway?
That name doesn't ring a bell from your dreams?
I mean, kind of, but I'm just looking for some more details, man.
You know what? I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, God.
She looks at all of you guys and starts just pushing her cart steadily away.
Tetrati's just happy with the pie, just eating it.
Before she goes, Granny,
Oh, yes.
do you know who that is crying?
Oh. Who said that? She is looking around. Directions.
I'll wave at her.
Oh.
Right here.
You've got a touch of magic in you. I like it. I like it. The person crying, that would be... Roll me a persuasion check as she looks you up and down.
I'm going to try this from Roll20 and see what happens. Because I think it should work.
And roll 20, it should be D&D Beyond.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, 23.
Damn.
I like the look of you. I've always liked the look of you. All right. As long as you don't tell the oaf over there, she waddles up to you and she's going to try to whisper something into your ear. Okay. That's where Mad Mary lives. She's been crying for a very long time. Quite insane. Nothing you can do about it to help her, though.
Oh, that doesn't
Why
sound
is she insane?
Well, she lost her daughter 10 years ago.
She's been crying for 10 years?
Yes. She only thinks she's been gone for a few days.
So she thinks that she's been gone for a few days, but she's really been gone 10 years.
Of course, yes.
Ugh.
Not
That
entirely
is quite
abnormal.
peculiar. Not all that abnormal here?
No. Some really fucked up places around here. Bye! She starts waddling away.
And Neil just look in astonishment as she goes about the fact that she said fucked up.
That
And
that old
giggled at it.
lady is pretty interesting. Kind of funny.
Oh,
Right,
you
Oaf?
have no idea, Tetra.
Right, oaf? And she keeps like saying that to Dro.
I thought that was the new elf.
Whatever you say, purple bitch. Doesn't matter.
Don't call me that. She like pinches him.
Ah!
Before she disappears around the alley, she flips off Dro and then turns around and aside.
Look at you,
Okay,
Dro.
Mira's just gonna laugh and clap her hands.
Dro, at this rate, you're gonna get us like banned from the civilization. Whatever. This is. I barely consider this civilization, but whatever, from the towns and stuff. If you keep doing this, Dro.
All
gonna
I
start
was,
calling you
I was just asking her some questions. All right, she got hostile first, I think.
You can't scare old ladies. Okay?
I mean,
And stop,
yes, I
and stop
can.
talking, and stop talking about eating rats and all that. That's disgusting.
I was asking her if there was stray vermin around to eat.
Why can't you just eat pie like normal people?
Because I don't take pie from old, strange ladies in foreign lands.
do they even have pie in the Underdark?
To be honest, I don't even know what pie is, but that's exactly why I'm not eating it.
Pie tends to be a tasty dessert.
Ugh. Dro, you're impossible, but we'll work with you.
Pie can be a tasty dessert, but it is no substitute for a hearty meal.
True.
So,
I got
what
it,
did the
dogs
lady
around
have
here.
to say about the whaling person?
She said that the lady's name is Mad Mary. And apparently the reason why she's considered mad is because she apparently lost her daughter 10 years ago, but has been crying about it ever since and thinks that it's only been a few days. Now, I mean, I would rather talk to that lady to make my own decision on whether or not I believe that or not. I mean, Granny might not have the right story. She might be lying.
She sounds
I'd
like
rather
she's cursed, or maybe she lost her mind.
That's what the granny was implying. Okay. The granny mentioned that there is an inn that we can go and get actual food and maybe more proper information. But as Hassan is saying this, he's trying to keep an eye on for what direction the granny went in after going back down that alley.
Okay.
Well,
So as you head down, are you following her, or are you just?
I just kind of wanted to see where she disappeared to.
Okay. So I assume you guys are walking towards the Blood and the Vine Tavern, or are you doing something else entirely? You do see in the distance one of the lighthouses right here, Bilge's Mercantile, and you can assume this place over here is Blood and the Vine Tavern. You also see a church way off in the distance, and then the giant imposing castle.
what direction is the crying coming?
Much further into the town. Good distance away.
Okay. Wow, and we can hear it all the way over here?
Yeah, she's wailing. Top of her lungs.
Yeah, you think we should go shut that lady up so we can actually, get a good night's rest?
Does anyone want to take bets on how many noise complaints there have been?
I don't even know.
I kind of like to go see what more than just a strange old lady who doesn't live in town thinks of what this lady, what's going on.
I think Hassan has.
In my mind, we should head to the inn, but if others are wanting to go shut her up first, I mean,
I need to at least. Because of my oath, I need to at least try to console her.
You an oath. I think Hassan is right.
Does your oath preclude gathering further information?
Perhaps.
Solaris just puts his hand.
Out of character. I need to think about that.
Solaris puts his hand on Theron's shoulder. It's a heavy burden, my friend. Good luck.
Etradia kind of moves towards Hassan to kind of like she's taking his position on this, like because she wants to go to inn. She has like really no interest in a crying person, unfortunately. So.
Okay. So
we may not. Go ahead.
This is something you guys can shoot this down if you want, but every time I get new players set here, since you guys are very well aware of each other and have played together with each other a lot, this is something I usually do when new players are together. So tell me if this is not in your wheelhouse. In this type of situation, to preserve the game, make it go a little bit fast, and I'll do it as much or as little as you want. I will call a DM's vote. You guys can vote to where you guys want to go, give you the options, and then you go there. There's no more discussing it, or you can continue discussing hashed out. You don't have to do this, but it is something I always offer. I would normally force the issue if you guys weren't, if you guys were brand new players and never talked to each other before. Does that kind of make sense to everyone?
Yeah, and out of character, this is just Tetra acting like Tetra, so it's
yeah. But I don't know that. That's why I'm asking. I figured that inside there. So this is
we're
just
all experienced with handling her her lack of
empathy.
Yes.
Do you want,
especially towards the common folk?
Do you want me to call votes, or do you guys want to continue talking about this?
Hassan's going to say we should head towards the center of town anyways to get a better idea of where she's coming from. And then if people want to go talk to her first, well, we go talk to her first.
No, sounds like a solid plan.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Okay, so you head further into the town. You pass Bilge's Mercantile Store. Fantastic little area. You see a few lights. You see a lone silhouette. So they're moving around. But as you approach the Blood and the Vine Tavern, because that's a little bit more towards the town, the crying does increase. You are getting closer. It's not at the Blood of the Vine Tavern, of course, but you see a low-lit, two-story building of the Blood and the Vine. It has a creaking wooden sign with what appears to be a goblet spilling some type of liquid out of it. It is half hung and dilapidated, and you see the words Blood on the Vine Tavern. There is a faint bit of music coming from inside, and strangely enough, you hear mumbling. There's people inside there. Very strange. During your walk through here, you saw about 4 or 5 villagers. They look slightly starved, all wearing cudgels and some basic weapons inside there. And as they see your party, they stop, turn around, and go the opposite direction.
Oh, that's kind of...
If I wasn't...
Strangers are not very popular.
They seem scared of us, or they just want nothing to do with us. Interesting.
Wow.
I mean, look at this.
How loud is the wailing compared to the general, the sound of the inn at this point?
I mean, the inn is a little bit louder. You could hear it far off in the distance. The music kind of covers it up.
You know, guys, I wonder why, if she's been crying that long, why hasn't anybody, like, stopped her or done anything about it?
Yeah, I
Maybe
mean,
we should go
bet
to the
people
inn
have
to find
tried.
out.
I mean, I would have, killed her long ago just to stop the noise, but...
That makes Tetradia kind of chuckle a little bit. That's not good, Dro.
Oh,
But
really? I had no idea.
She has a smirk, like she kind of...
Well, what do you guys want to do? Like, stop at the inn, get some information, go to the house, beat the door down, kill an old lady. I mean, our options are various.
At least with the inn, we'll know more about this crying woman and everything else. So I stick with Esson's plan on this one.
Yeah,
I
maybe
vote the
getting
inn
information would. Yeah, maybe
Well,
getting information would be better so that we can find out how to deal with the situation.
I would rather relax at the tavern. Just throwing this out there might change your opinion. I'd rather relax at the tavern once we get to the tavern, not have to leave right away. If we go and visit her and take care of this situation, we can then relax and go to the tavern and put our feet up, and then have to worry about leaving the tavern to go see her.
Relaxing does sound
You
good.
do have a point there.
Yeah, he does have a point there.
Wonder if they have any hot baths.
Yeah,
like
since
do
the
in
town
Belgium.
folk don't seem to be forthcoming on the street, I am definitely less confident of getting more information out of the tavern. So,
That is true.
Yeah, true.
lead on, Sir Solaris. Your ears are sharp. I'm sure you can find our way to the wailing lady.
Yeah,
I'll just start making my way towards the sound.
these
Okay.
lands don't seem
Gotcha.
civilized enough to have nice things like bathhouses, but who knows? Maybe.
Dro, could I have what equipment are you wearing?
You mean armor-wise or...
Armor, weapons.
Armor-wise, I'm wearing nothing. Weapon-wise, I have my great axe. I got those 11 javelins and 1 dagger.
Okay, gotcha. Just needed to quickly reference them.
You're good.
So you guys are heading towards the whaling?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you continue traveling inside there. Solaris, you're in the way. Solaris, roll me a perception check followed by a D100 luck check.
Oh, God.
So, and then D100.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew it.
Nice.
He never fails his perceptions.
Nice.
I wasn't going to say anything until someone said something.
Children.
Eagle eye.
Children.
Bunch of children.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
Fine. It's fine.
I've seen
Anyway.
screenshots of linguist convention stuff online where something like that comes up and they all just go nice
Nice.
in the text chat. So it's nothing about being children. It's just nice.
Nice.
All right. Okay, interesting. I like it. Solaris, you're leading the way, confidently walking down the streets inside there. You're getting pretty close to it. In fact, you do see a gray 2-story house, and you're like, that's where the wailing is coming from. But something else catches your eye. There's a silhouette of a figure inside one of the houses, and it is swaying via the silhouette inside there, and then you hear Solaris. The silhouette is slightly banging his head against the window.
This is a different home. The crying.
Different home from the crying. Yes.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's a man banging his head on the window over there
That's great.
repeatedly.
Um,
Might be something we want to look into.
Hassan will knock on the window.
Thought it was on the second story, or is it the first story?
It's on the first story.
Oh,
First
okay.
story of this.
Never mind.
Okay. Me too. For a second.
Are the people in this place crazy?
As you knock on the window, it stops, and it takes a step back. There's like curtains behind it, so it's hard to see.
Yeah.
And it seems to stumble for a second, and then comes back to the window, much harder this time, slamming up against it repeatedly inside there, and then a second figure. A second head starts banging up against the window.
What?
Not enough to crack it yet,
Oh
but you
my.
have caused a commotion.
What is going on? Who are these people?
Is
Freddy's
the
backing
door-
up.
The door of this window, does it look like it can be pushed open or pulled open?
And the window is not open; it's just glass inside there.
No, the door next to this window or the entrance of this dwelling is a
Ooh.
door.
The
look
door
it's a
looks
pusher.
like it opens. It opens towards you.
So it's a
Opens
pull.
outwards.
Pull door.
Pull
yes.
door.
You think it's somebody asking for help and they can't say anything?
On the second story of this building, you hear more bop, 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 and it's slamming. Something is slamming up against the wall at this point.
So if you should
Sounds
do
like somebody's in
anything.
trouble. So I'm going to go, guys. We need to check this. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go to the door.
Yes,
I'm gonna
definitely.
say, "Dro, get ready," and I'm gonna pull the door open, but then kind of use the door like a shield. So I'm behind the door, and if it's crazy, I'm gonna slam the door again.
Okay. So you try to open the door.
Yep.
Okay. It opens. The banging stops.
You should probably just close that door again.
This is not.
This is not normal.
Uh,
What happens if it's somebody murdering someone?
Is it really?
They were banging their faces against the glass.
I may have a solution here.
Oh, jeez.
What's that? What's that, Nirmal? Are you
I'm
gonna
gonna
go hug
back
him?
up. I'm gonna back up to the group.
No, I'm gonna try and touch his mind.
Tries.
What are you doing, Nirmor?
I'd like to try and touch whoever is there's mind. To use the awakened mind.
Roll
It's
me
at
an
30
intel.
feet.
Roll me an intelligence check. I want to see if you learned anything from this. 11. Okay, that would do it. There was no mind to touch.
Close the door.
There's no mind
Yeah.
in there. I don't know what's going on, but you need to close that door.
Roughing out, the other two side houses start banging as well. You see
I'm gonna slam the
four
door
other
shut.
silhouettes
Oh
banging
my.
their head along the glass. You slam the door shut?
Yeah, and I
Roll?
want to see if I can. Also, okay, yeah, I'm gonna slam the door shut, but I also want to look to see if I can block the door with something. But what do I roll?
Roll me a d100. as you slammed it
Do
shut.
Do not open any other doors around here.
Yeah.
10. All right. Okay. Okay, you look around inside there. So that is going to be used as a luck check, right? You want to roll low. Lower the better,
Okay.
right? So you're looking for something to block this door?
Yep.
There's a cart not too far away. It's half destroyed a little bit, but if you manage to push it with a few of you could easily push it in front of this door, and it would be hard to open it.
Run to the
All right. So because Solaris is
Aaron's gonna help.
quick-minded, he's gonna be like, "I need somebody strong to help me hold this door, and then I need people to get the cart because I'm not strong."
Hassan will run to the cart.
Theron's gonna help hold the door.
See, Tetrati is backing
Okay.
up. Like,
Okay.
she's thinking about getting the hell out of here.
And so who's going after the cart?
Hassan and I guess Drove.
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
And me.
The two holding the door, roll me an athletics check.
Athletic.
I'm not gonna be able to help you here, buddy, because my athletics is shit.
Ah, shoot.
14. 14's not bad. 14's not bad.
Oh.
5. Significantly worse.
Damn.
So,
I should have gone
Theron,
for athletics.
go up to it, clang, goes up against it inside there, and while Theron and Solaris are holding, the other three that go after the cart, roll me an athletics check as well.
Maybe I can help out here now.
I don't know why I'm rolling with advantage.
10, 18.
It's set
Okay.
to automatically roll with advantage in
Yeah.
case of.
You always roll with
situations.
advantage, and you always take the
Right.
first one, and
Yeah.
if you roll disadvantage, you take the lowest, advantage, roll the highest.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what
Assault.
I'm gonna do then.
Yeah, always roll with advantage. Hassan, grab onto it. You're short, right inside there. Not a problem.
Yeah,
You start
3.5
pushing
feet
it
tall.
inside there. Drohune comes up inside there, and Drohune he starts pushing it, and you're trying to keep up a little bit, and you're helping, but not as much as you would like inside there. But then Esson immediately slams it up against the side of it inside there. Solaris there, and you hold the door, get out at the last second, and everything stops.
Okay.
Well, that was interesting.
How about Solaris and Theron? How about we don't open any of these doors with those weirdos?
Yeah,
How about
seriously,
that?
what the hell is going on?
They did not have minds that I they didn't, which makes me think they don't even understand playing.
How do these people just live with people like this? This place
I
is
don't think they're people.
place is uncivilized and full of weird things.
Nira, I don't know if the dream is real or not, but if you were part of an organization that I was part of, I'm thinking zombies.
I'm
What?
also thinking living dead of some format. I'm gonna look at their
Zombie.
Theron?
Very quickly. I am going to use my divine
Yes.
sense.
thank
yes.
you. That's exactly what I wanted.
They are very much undead inside.
Yep, they are undead.
There are 12 of them inside this house.
Holy
inside there.
shit.
Everyone roll me investigation check as well.
Investigation.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy. There he is.
If I can.
Come on, open the damn.
14, 8, 9. Okay,
Investigation.
Theron. Very nice here. Okay.
God damn.
Did I roll
These
it?
multicolored
die.
Yeah.
Theron, you both get this inside of there. Remember when I said there were the other houses so you're here to banking too?
Yes.
I'm going to give you a little bit of hint, especially since you rolled so high, Tacharia. This house is not barricaded. The other two houses where the banking come are heavily barricaded. The doors are barricaded shut. The windows are barricaded shut. People have dealt with this in the past. Whatever is from this house is new.
I think this is a reoccurring thing. I don't believe there's real zombies, but I mean it's just
Those
insane.
zombies are absolutely real.
Well, I don't understand what's wrong with this town. Eventually, they're just gonna break down.
Why are they?
doors.
My
You're gonna break
question.
out.
My question
You're
is
gonna
why
break
are
out.
why are they harboring zombies like they're like saving them for some kind of thing?
I don't
I
think
don't
they're
think they're
saving,
saving
with
them.
them. I think they don't have the manpower to deal with them in any other way
Okay.
but barring them into these buildings. We've barred this door. We may have to quickly try to find something to bar the window, or we need to let others know in the tavern when we get there that this
Yes.
house needs to be boarded up like the rest.
Yes, definitely.
Let's see if we can get across the street and shut up this woman. You said are the lights on in the Wailing Lady's house?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, there's a good chance this woman's wailing is riling them up as well every once in a while.
Yeah.
Shouldn't we notify the authorities around here or something that there's zombies about ready to break out?
I think if they had authorities, they would have been dealt with already. It makes me think that there's no one here to deal with them, like Hassan said.
Place is a shithole.
Mhm.
This
Yeah,
place
about
has
right.
unfortunately endured a nightmare.
Okay. At this point, we're going to take a 10-minute break. Seems like a good point to take. Find yourself within the streets of the village of Barovia. Faint yelling and not yelling anymore, but the distant that slowly starts to die down. The
Okay.
dies down.
Yeah.
All right, let's not knock on any more doors. That was ridiculous.
Exactly.
Yep. It's a dark house. But this is
I don't believe they lock zombies in the actual city they live in. That's horrible.
We'll need to find out more, but first things first, we need to get this lady to stop wailing so maybe the zombies will finally go to rest.
Tavern, that seems like the wisest thing so we can figure out what's going on.
Before we go to the tavern, since
or
we're already
lady?
here, Tetradia, we're
Here we
going to
go
go to
again.
the old lady.
Okay.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
Sounds like you're
be
going
able
to the old lady.
persuade her to be quiet with your,
I have a bad feeling about that.
Yeah,
You approach the Wailing house and you hear gentle sobbing and crying coming from upstairs of this house. The door's thick oak, and the windows are barricaded. What are you doing?
So
checking the door to see if it's locked.
Very much locked. Rattles in place.
now what? Now what, Hassan? You're gonna break in? Was that heroic?
I could just chop
We're
through
gonna
it
knock
with
on
my
the
axe.
door.
Oh yeah, I
Not
guess
help-
we could not.
I mean,
Not helping.
yeah, we could just knock.
Okay.
All right,
You're given like a heavy savage knock, a polite knock. What type of knock do you guys
I'm
give?
just gonna be like,
A playful knock.
I'll do a polite knock.
It's Hassan doing
Playful
it.
knock. What's
It's a playful knock.
To try
So what,
So
like,
it's a
dug,
bark
dug,
knock.
dug, dug, dug?
But up.
So we got three. So at the same time, three characters immediately knock, doing wildly different ones against the door. It's right there.
And Strahd is
It's
keeping
somehow
her head-
works. The sobbing stops.
Well, that was easy.
Yeah, shit, that was easy.
all right, let's go get drunk or something. Like, what?
Hello.
Oh, great! Someone's answering the door.
Yes, poor lady. Why are you wailing nonstop? We could hear you from the entrance of the town.
The door opens up and she peeks out as you see this. A tear stained, streaked set of eyes. Dark eyes that look slightly fragile, like glass. Like if they get heated, they're going to break. Better clothes than the other villages you have, but not great. Dark black hair. Shorter as well. What? Are you here to help me? Did the Burgomaster send you? Please tell me he sent you. Please tell me he sent you.
Our consciences could not allow you to be wailing so, especially with the dangers that seems to lurk behind every door in this town that doesn't have the lights on. So we came to see, and we met a creepy old granny lady who's way too nice compared to everyone else we've met so far. Who said you were quite insane, and
I'm not insane.
not to
Everyone
judge
else
that
is.
for ourselves.
I'm not insane. People call me insane. I'm not.
Oh,
I- I ask for help, but they don't. They just laugh at me. Everyone but the burgomaster. They all just laugh at me. Would you help me? Please? No one else will.
What seems to be vexing you?
My daughter? She's been missing for a few days. No one sent out these lookouts. No one. They've all just sat there.
A few days or 10
When-
years?
Only a few days.
When did you last see your daughter? What was she doing?
She went further. She was in the house, and she wasn't. Then there was bed sheets outside of a window. She like climbed out, or something climbed in. I don't know.
Were any of her belongings missing?
Yes. Some of her clothes were missing. But she left her doll, and she reaches into her cloak inside of her and brings out a rag doll on it. She would never leave this. She would never.
How old was your daughter, ma'am?
She was 4. She was 4 years old.
You really think a 4-year-old climbed out of a window?
Yeah, I know. I think someone took her.
Can we see her bedroom?
Yes, of course. Does this mean you'll help me?
Oh, no.
We will at least try to look for your child.
Thank you.
No child should be left alone in such a
Thank you.
dangerously seeming land.
You take this. If you show this to her, she'll know it's from me, and she'll come home. Okay? She holds up the doll.
Petrati just looks skeptical but doesn't say anything. Just
Who's
goes
taking
with
the doll?
Hassan will.
We're sure we shouldn't give it to Tetra.
Hey, you don't know about that.
I have this faint feeling from the dream.
Oh. You don't know about that yet.
Hassan will. We will take good care of this young man. Now,
There's
take us to your daughter's room. Maybe we might find some clue as to what has occurred.
Okay. Who took the doll?
Hassan takes the doll.
Okay. On top of the doll, and you quickly notice that not too much of an ordeal for you, but it does have a tag on it that says Blinksey's best wares.
Blinksies.
All right.
Blinksey's.
She
Was that
takes
the
her into
name
this-
of the general store place that we saw?
No, that was Bildrith.
Okay. I knew they started with a B.
She takes you into her house, leads you up to the second story, and she leads you into a bedroom. The bedroom is obviously for a small child. There is a small bed off to one side. And there's a window up inside of here. There are a few cups and dolls out. It looks like it's been like kept throughout the years, and obviously no one has lived here for years.
That's
She
what I
brings
want
you
to
up
know.
inside of here.
So the crib looks like there hasn't been like a baby in there 4 or 5 days ago. It looks like
There's
dusted.
dust inside there. Nothing. This place has been pristine, but dust filled for years. See,
It has been.
you see, she has just see. This is her room. If you could find anything else, maybe you could look out the window. I don't know. There should be some
close
clues.
is the window to the crib?
It's about 10 feet away.
Can I just
Investigation?
check the?
It's
Can I check the window
it's not a
sill?
crib. She wasn't a baby, but it was a small bed. But
Can I check the
tomato-
windowsill if there's any scratches or claw marks, like something dark climbed up?
roll an investigation check.
Oh,
Yeah, I want to roll one as well because Petra's gonna she's gonna take her glove and run it up against the wall.
Two of you can roll investigation checks. Sure.
Okay. Let me all right.
You got this. Solaris. Solaris and Techadia. There's no claw marks. There's no obvious signs of entry throughout this place. You kind of converse and talk to each other a little bit. It's clean.
Mhm.
What is your daughter's name?
Yeah.
Gertruda. That's her name.
I can't remember out of character. Did she actually introduced herself before? Because if she didn't, I wanted to ask her what her name is.
Oh, my name's Mary. Oh, what is your name?
Mad Mary.
Near.
Oh, you're here to help me find my daughter. Thank you. No one else has.
Tetrati is gonna pull Solaris aside and try to whisper at him. Solaris, what if she really hasn't seen him in 10 years and we're about to be thrown into some kind of insanity? Like, what do you think, honestly?
All I can say is I used to read a lot of stories about adventurers, and they tend to stumble on things. So, and then he kind of lowers his voice. Maybe we'll stumble on evidence of her. Maybe give this woman some peace if we find it.
I suppose.
Madam Mary, you said everyone laughs at you except the Burgomaster. What does the Burgomaster do?
Oh, you're not from around here. He's the mayoral leader. He's inside there. I don't know. It's not too long ago. Something happened to the last burgomaster. It's been a very short period of time, and his son's taken over. They're extremely nice. They've always taken care of me, but they won't help me find my daughter. Neither of them, nor the son, nor the father, before he passed. They're really nice people, though. They're much better than everyone else in this town.
They say why they won't help you?
They just say everything's going to be all right. They move on. He brings me food from time to time.
Well, at least he's nicer than the others.
It's on having seen.
Granny stopped by a while ago. She is nice, but she wanted me to buy her pies, and I wasn't interested at the time.
That may have been why something felt off regarding.
Oh, Granny?
She's way too nice for to be the first person we meet in the land. So,
Granny's been here a long time. She's wonderful.
Yeah, what are you saying? The pies were delicious.
Still, madam, if we find any sign of your child, we will endeavor to make sure that we let you know. Things. I believe the burgomaster has the right, at least the old one, if it was the one who was saying it, that things will get better, is the right attitude to have. There are things that seem to be happening in this town that would lead me to say that you may want to be a bit quieter for the time being, just for your safety, so that you can be here for your daughter when she's returned to you.
Roll me a persuasion check. That was the correct thing to say. Oof.
Oh my god, I cannot roll.
I'll try, but I don't think I'll be able to do that. But really, no one else has helped me. You're all so wonderful. You're gonna help me. Please find my daughter, though.
Tetra, do you still have that pie?
I ate the pies.
You ate them both? All right.
You ate those quick.
I'm sorry,
That's
That's two full pies.
Sorry, no, they were slices.
No, they were pies.
Full pies.
Oh, it was a whole pie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She'll be like, okay, I got.
She probably has one uneaten pie at minimum.
She's doesn't eat that much, so she'll be like, yeah, here's. She'll kind of bring out the pie, and there's like a slice missing.
I'm not interested.
Are you sure? It might make you feel a little better, and it would help you then to be able to stay a little quieter.
Yeah.
Roll me a persuasion check. Nearmore.
Well, they're doing that. She's gonna take her dagger out and cut another slice.
Okay. Okay.
Small slice.
Narcotics take care of everything.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'll try. What type of pie is it? Looks over
I
at you.
believe it was
Charlie.
blueberry.
Okay, I guess I'll cut 2 slices then. Then she'll use her dagger and cut another slice. And here you go. And she'll just gesture her to grab it.
She'll take it and eat it slowly, methodically, sadly.
And Strahd will eat a slice herself. It's like,
Okay, it's really fucking good. Oh my god.
I got a whole pie.
Yep.
We're just feeding suspicious pie to everybody around town. That's good.
We're just taking pies from suspicious old ladies and eating it to other suspicious old ladies.
Of course. What could possibly go wrong?
Who knows? Shall we head to the inn?
Okay. So you guys
we must head to the inn now, lady, but we will do what we can and ask around. And if we find any sign of your child, we will pursue it to the end.
Crying, eating a pie, sobbing, she waves you guys off as you leave.
Do try to be quiet. Do try to be a little quieter, though, ma'am. This is for your safety.
Yeah, you got zombies next door.
Ooh, who said that? All right. So you guys head to the inn. Blood of the Vine Tavern, correct? Okay.
Yes.
As you head over to the inn, you all kind of open the door inside there, and you do hear faint music being played. Just one second.
Finally.
So, inside of here, you see about 9 villagers and about 9 different tables. And they're spread out all around here, mainly groups of 3s or 4s around these round tables. It's pretty low ceiling inside of here, a little bit smoky inside of here. And there's something pretty good smelling coming up from the kitchen inside there. The bartender, what you presume to be the bartender, is a squat old man, about 5.5 feet tall, wearing a dirty white apron, and he is methodically cleaning a wooden mug as you guys step inside. The villagers kind of all glance at you and kind of immediately start drinking a little bit more, and just it quiets down a little bit, but they're not leaving in a hurry. There is one man off in the corner, very well dressed, very nice sword, well built, large shoulders across the side. Looks like he knows how to fight a little bit. White hair, and he has his hands over his head and kind of in a deep thought, just staring down at the table. The bartender immediately, "What are you guys doing for here today? You want a drink, some tomato, something like that, or some lime?"
I'm sorry, are you chewing on a piece of meat or something right now, or what's?
You want some wine ale or something else? Down there, got steak ale, wine, whatever you want.
Sir, do you got any milk and wine?
I got some real good wine, yeah.
Let me get some wine. Shows Tetrati will go over and sit down.
He immediately puts 3 bottles onto the table inside there of wine besides. The first 2 look similar. You know, they've got paper coating off the outside. But the 3rd bottle is a beautiful blown glass bottle. It has scales towards the top that opens up into a mouth of a dragon.
So pretty.
And opened up inside there, and he points to the first bottle. Copper swallow. Second one, silver swallow. So it's silver swallow. Third one, gold swallow. You know, I mean, which one do you want?
I want the pretty dragon wine.
Well, pretty one, that'd be 1 gold, mama.
Okay, we should just hand him
a gold. Immediately pours you a drink from it inside there. Before we get to that, he has gray, dead eyes. that almost make him seem blind, but he's moving deftly all around through here. And then slowly passes the wine glass towards you. Immediately takes the gold.
Thank you. Should just start sipping it.
It is absolutely delicious. This is high-grade fine wine that should not be found here.
Wow, this wine's really good. It's like the wine back in Belka.
Red grapes, man. I'm a 1050 wine. You know what I mean? For the winter of the wine, I'll a little closer here.
I might be able to communicate with this man. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Step up.
Try to just smile at him.
Strahd just loving this.
Joe walks up to the bar. Oh, so I've been looking for a really good bottle of some kind of brandy to be able to choke down in with my mind's hand. Would you be able to hit me out?
I don't got any brandy. That's what we're looking for. We can handle that real quick. I don't got any brandy. I got ale, I got piss, I got drinks, I got water, I got wine. What do we want? No brandy, though.
Me know you got a piece of water, so I guess I'll go with bottle of wine, bottle of whatever else you have that's really strong.
We want the whole bottle of it, and we can handle that real quick. I also got ale. It gives it a little bit of kick. Wine, pretty good cook as well.
Alright, give me the ale and the wine, and we'll pay everybody this right now. This will be fine. Hey, man, God, we're looking at here.
I'll pitcher of ale, is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, boy, one of each is great.
One of each? Oh, okay. He points to the number 3 wine bottle. The beautiful one, and he goes, it's 45 gold for the whole bottle. Second one, 5 gold. The first bottle, 1 gold. But another ale costs another gold, so a total of 32 gold.
32 gold, fortnight. Alright, just get me 1 bottle of ale, 1 bottle of wine, and shut up the purple bitch over there so she quits talking on the case all the time, and then we'll call even.
Alright, I'll throw in a few drinks. You want some food? Stew?
Oh, no, you probably want to eat something. Yeah, eating some stew is fine.
No, I like you. Alright. So, yes, 32 gold for everything, and he'll give you cups, food, drink, inside of here, and maybe even a free night at the stay if you buy all that.
Oh, fantastic, mate. I really appreciate it.
Tetradius is staring at them like, I didn't understand any of that.
So I guess Cockney is like an Underdark language.
It is now.
How dare you challenge my southern hick?
Listen. I am from the south. That is not the southern I am used to. I'm sorry.
I'm from the deep south of Arkansas. I've heard that exact voice before.
You're from Arkansas. I apologize.
I just immediately thought of Boomhauer, so.
I can think about is the movie Snatch with
fuck, Brad Pitt's accent in Snatch.
Alright.
Anyways, yes.
Who's coughing with the story of gold? We're gonna handle this real quick. Who's coughing it up?
Dro will look into his pocket and it's fine. I'll pay for all of it. It's fine. Just here, and I'll methodically over the process of like 5 slow minutes, like dole out each piece. Just he's like, yeah, you want my money? Here, fucking is. You're getting it slowly.
Okay. He's just smiling at you. In the meantime, you hear from the distance the more finer dressed man. Hey, barkeep! I'll pay for that all. Don't you worry about that. The new folk inside of town. We'll give them the free round. And barkeep turns around, looks at him, nods, says, "All right, that'll move on, sir." And he pushes the gold back to you.
Oh, well, excuse me. Fuck it. I'm done. Yeah, thanks for the. Who the fuck is that guy over there, by the way? Who just pays for all this shit?
He's Mark the Lesser.
Can you? I'm sorry.
He's
what?
Mark the Lesser.
Okay.
There's a burgomaster around here.
Oh, he's the burgomaster. Wow, that's awfully convenient. Awesome. Oh, well, again, thank you, sir, for all your kind generosity. And he'll kind of direct the others, like, here's your fucking drinks and your food. Eat up, drink up, whatever.
So you got a pitcher of ale, the entire high quality bottle of wine, medium set of quality, and a low grade quality wine. They were all coming from the same place called the Wizards of Winery.
Oh shit! Oh wait.
Tetradia kind of
No,
like
that's not bad.
you're gonna see Tetradia kind of like slide the high quality wine over to her, and she's gonna grab a bowl of soup, and she's just gonna be over there.
The soup is a potato soup filled with hearty bacon, surprisingly. Different types of vegetables and limes inside there. It's not bad, actually.
Soup is not bad at all, and this wine is so good. Thanks, Dro. I don't know what you did, but I commend you. And she'll just start pouring herself another glass of the wine.
Not a problem. And he'll take a ale with him and go off and probably start making his way towards the gentleman who just decided to take over the entire price, or the entire purchase of this everything that we got here.
Okay. You want to go sit down at his table?
Yeah, I'd probably sit.
We'll get
I'm
to you
guessing like
in a
across
second.
from him for something.
Across from him at his table? Okay.
Yeah.
So while Dro was doing that and had that conversation out inside there, that I don't think hardly any of you could follow. What is the rest of the party doing in the meantime?
Isan was able to follow it enough to be able to understand that we now have a whole bunch of free booze and some free food. Isan is going to grab himself a glass of the medium wine and a bowl of the stew and join Dro with our benefactor near. Well, he'll probably sit at the table beside Dro and the benefactor.
Okay. Gotcha. So you're going to approach that conversation. We'll get to you in a second then. Is anyone else going to be joining the benefactor?
Nira will be joining the benefactor.
I guess
She's going to take a bowl of soup as well, and she's going to look at Tetra and be like, hey, you're going to share a little bit of that wine with me.
Okay, I'll come over and she'll...
It's not my usual drink, so I'm taking the high quality stuff so I can actually throw it down.
With you, I'll share it with. And she kind of smiles and joins Nira at the table with everybody else.
Solaris?
As everyone is going towards this table, I'd like to scan the room to see if anybody... I'm sure people will see movement and they'll look, but is anyone particularly spending a lot of attention looking at these newcomers coming to this guy's table?
Yes. Roll me a perception check.
Oh boy.
It's going to be
Smart.
one of those clutch
Let's go,
rolls,
Eagle Eye.
but it's going to roll like shit. Oh.
No!
25.
25.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Eagle Eye.
How high you roll? First things first, not the super interesting part, maybe. In the back room, you notice that there are 3 women. They are darker skinned. In fact, they have tans, which is wild because you've not seen anyone with a tan around here. They are wearing colorful scarves and talking amongst themselves. So they've eyed you a little bit, not taking too much of a keen. With a 25, they look proprietary, like they own this place. They also do not look very nice. Glade's often stuck there, but they're not too keen on your party. They want to drink and have fun and talk amongst themselves. With a 25 perception, they were all sisters. And they wear scimitars at their belts. The bartender is not... He's not the best at this, but he's casually trying to get closer, pretending that he's cleaning the bar, and he's, to your eyes, he's obviously trying to listen in.
Oh, to our conversation at the table.
Yes.
Their conversation at the table? Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to whisper to him as I grab a bottle or a glass or whatever he was offering. It's not polite to drop eaves.
I'm not dropping it. I'm really cleaning over here. And you look at him just
Yeah.
cleaning a spotless bar. And he
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
looks down. Oh, shit. And he starts walking away.
I'm like,
Go ahead.
I'm watching you. The three ladies, does any of them look? Does one particularly look like she's in charge out of the sisters? Like maybe the oldest or the one who's more like the boss?
You've got one that is definitely much younger, by about 10 years. And the other ones look 27, 28-ish.
Okay.
And one of them is a bigger woman out there, and she's kind of boasting and talking to them, and everyone's listening to her. So you can kind of grant that she's a leader.
I want to run a little distraction on them because I don't trust them. So I'm going to walk up to them while I'm holding whatever drink. And I'm just going to walk up to them and say, hey, were your parents thieves?
You say that? Okay.
Yep.
But I want to wait for that 1 second where they're like, huh? And then I'm going to respond like with a quick answer. Unless
they all stop exactly what they're doing. They all three immediately whip their heads over to you.
Because who stole the stars and put them in your eyes?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Strahd is just chuckling.
Of all the things to say to these people, is your mom a thief?
Yeah, so Solaris doesn't know because he just constantly uses that one line whenever he's picking up women all the time. So I I as a player know, like, don't say that to a Vistani, but Solaris doesn't know that.
The younger one slightly raises an eyebrow. The older looking one crosses her arms and leans in a little bit closer. Tilts her head, and the middle sister does not look happy at all. But she glances up at the older. Yeah. You're new here, right? New adult?
Yeah,
Does that be cool?
I want to make sure I'm blocking their view from our party that's talking. That's talking to Ismark.
It is not polite to wander up onto our conversations inside of here. What is your name, if I may be so bold?
My name is Solaris Brightheart, and when I see something beautiful, I just have this urge to acknowledge it.
The younger one, roll me an insight check. 12. Okay. The younger one is a little bit further away. She sees you, and she slowly shakes her head, and she's trying to warn you off of this. The other two gain slight smiles as they look at you. Oh, we have a smooth talker here. Fair enough. Join us at this table.
Well, then, since I've been invited, I'll just sit down. Trying to move the chair even if I have to, so I'm blocking their view again from our party.
Yeah, you can do that. All right. Okay. So, you've approached us. Many people who approach us want to ask things. Are you one of those people?
Well, I want to ask if you're married.
I am not. But enough about me. Who are you? What are you? Where do you come from?
I'm just a traveling friar.
Your accent, is it from the Sword Coast?
Yes, it is. Are you familiar from that area?
I've been there a few times, yes.
So you can come and go as you please.
Well, of course.
Might you be able to share that ability with others?
I can't, but I can point you to someone who definitely can. Strapping young man by the name of Strahd von Zervich. He lives up in the castle.
Oh, are you acquainted with him very well?
I am not. But he...
Can I insight check her answer to that?
Yeah, roll an insight check. Hmm? You get the feeling she's being truthful, but I'm not going to tell you one way or the other. You think your own thoughts, okay? That's about as much as I'll give you. And she kind of tilts her head a little bit. Why are you here? Are you just unlucky enough to arrive in Barovia?
I have no plans. I just waltzed in one direction and found myself here.
Oh, I've heard many other stories like that. My condolences. But
Well,
if you do want to get out, I would highly suggest go talking to the man of this, that runs this place.
you mean Strahd?
Yes, of course.
Well, is there any? I'm sure he's quite a big leader. Is there any way that I can announce my presence or request an audience?
Roll me a persuasion check. 7. I don't know about that. I haven't granted. I do know that people have in the past have talked to him in the past and approached his castle before. So why couldn't you? Roll me another perception check. 8. Okay. All right. Solaris, would you like to be continuously try to distract this individual while the rest of the party has their conversation, or do you have any other information you can pull up?
Just autopiloting, yeah, dropping in a flirtation. Just I'm a blithering idiot to them, but I'm just distracting.
Gotcha. You may have got some more information if you would have rolled a little higher in that perception. And then feel free though, during through portions of this, if you want to pop in the other conversation, just tell me, and since you've succeeded this, so I'm not going to punish you by making you stay out of this.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Perfect. Cool.
Even though it doesn't make too much sense roleplay wise, I'm not going to kick you out of it. So if you do want to pop in, just let me know.
Cool.
So you sit around your benefactor inside there, who I believe I showed you, looks like this. Strong jaw, wide shoulders, carries a very nice sword on his side, a long sword. Since some of you are pretty martial, this guy looks very competent at martial skill-wise. As he approaches, hello. Good afternoon. You are brand new to town. I make it an idea of mine to make sure I greet everyone that comes into my town. Hi. I am Eastmark. They call me Eastmark the Lesser.
Sorry, you seem fairly confident for one called the Lesser. I'll unmute myself.
I have quite the big shoes to fill, per se. That is why they call me.
Big
Maybe I'll
shoes
grow
to
into
fill.
it.
Big shoes to fill.
Sir, I appreciate your kindness. That's really nice of you.
Oh, certainly. I always try to ingratiate people with my town a little bit more. Seeing that your armor and weapons, I thought it'd be prudent.
So, I'm going to have to ask this question because we've encountered it at this point. There's some banging noises coming from some of the boarded up houses, and from what we're able to discern, there seem to be zombies in them.
What? Was it barricaded?
Sorry, Nira. But no,
we
encountered one that was not barricaded that was making the noise.
Almost got out.
Nothing got out. We threw a cart in front of the door just to make sure, but there was no mental. Whatever was in that house had no mind of its own.
Okay. Everyone roll me an insight check.
Insight.
Insight.
15.
Ooh,
Okay.
you have a spicy meatball here in the candy dish.
Okay.
Oh,
Nearmore.
Jesus.
Son, Aaron. Yeah, no, very well. When you mentioned this, you immediately get the feeling that he is putting on airs. His more bravado ha-ha voice dropped for a second. And you saw his eyes shift into, and you see his shoulders slightly slump. And instead of the older 20-year-old man, this guy looks about 19 now. Upon seeing this, you kind of blink for a second. He's been putting on a slight facade, and now you see a little bit through it. He is scared, and what you just told him, he has been scared for a very long time. What you told him has made him even more worried. This man has a lot of worries on his head. And he looks way in too deep at this point.
Are you okay, Sir Ismark?
Yes. I'm perfectly fine. Where was this?
Across the street from Mad Mary's.
I will have to gather some of the men together. And you see him slowly shift back into his more authoritarian self to gather some things up, and we will handle that. Thank you very much for that information, though.
Is this like a
I felt it
occurrence?
prudent.
Yes, it is. You didn't kill them, did you? Please tell me you didn't kill them.
No, we didn't.
No.
Sir Ismark.
Oh,
but
good.
Why-
There seemed to be way more of them than there was of us, so we thought it prudent to bar the door.
It's a good idea.
Sir Ismark, why do you keep zombies locked up? Shouldn't you, get rid of them? I mean, it's kind of dangerous. Just leave them around.
Have been ordered not to.
What?
That doesn't sound good.
That's the
It's-
dumbest thing I've ever heard.
A very long story.
Oh,
If I wanted to get rid of them, me and my father would have done so. We can't.
May I ask who gave that order? Because it seems like you're the one in charge here. So who do you report to?
You're not coming through at all.
It was issued as a mandate that this will be a punishment for the town and for the people here.
punishment.
This is like if
Not by my family, by Strahd, the devil. He lives up in the castle. If we remove them, we will be punished.
Is he that powerful that he could just... You have to listen to him?
Yes.
Is he that unreasonable? Can you talk to him?
Anybody hear Nira?
no.
I cannot.
That's
I
good.
saw her flash.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't hear Nira either, so I don't know if she was talking or not.
I was.
Oh,
Sorry.
There you are.
Now
Yeah.
I'm there?
Yeah,
back.
now we
Yeah.
can hear you.
Yeah, we couldn't
What
hear
the
you, so
hell?
if you said something, I had no idea what you said.
Yeah, I've been saying stuff the entire, about it, but
no
I
wonder
just
you-
assumed I was getting cut off. Well, yeah.
So, what did you say,
I-
Nira?
I mean, it already got asked. I was going to ask him, who commanded it, but...
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you.
It was Strahd von Zervich. It's a punishment.
What did you guys
For-
kill a puppy or something? Punishment for what?
No, a foreigner about a year ago gathered up all the young men and some of the older ones as well, formed up an army and tried to storm the castle.
Interesting.
The ones stuck inside the houses are the men from the village that stormed the castle.
Oh God, is that what?
We are not to kill them.
So I guess that's what happens if you go up there uninvited to. I guess.
Or at least you can attack with an arm.
Nira, can you hear us again? We're having a little technical
Yeah.
issues. Gotcha.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Through my mic, though?
Yes.
Maybe coming from the
Okay.
south.
Try upping very quickly, Nira, in voice mod. If it's not already maxed out, try going into settings and then turning up your system input volume.
Yeah, like
It's
I'm
already at
hearing
max.
her.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm hearing her. I'm hearing you perfectly fine.
Sounds like we may have fixed now. So let's go on.
It was like I disconnected because I thought I heard Discord did a thing for you disconnect. So I was like, well, what the hell?
Okay.
Anyway,
Nira, do you have a question here?
I've already lost my train of thought because of dealing with this. So no.
What? Yes, it is as a punishment. He decreed that if anyone were to assist their family, they would join them inside the house permanently. So we were boarded up as we have. Sometimes more crop up.
How have they been transformed into this?
It was personally done by Strahd himself.
And
What is he that he could do that?
Many people have asked that question of me. He is immortal. He has been here since my father's fathers. He has ruled this place and quelled with an iron fist. And he takes people. He is a noble, well-mannered, well-dressed. I've only seen him once or twice, I hope. And he is very knowledgeable. Some within town, I don't believe this, would call him all-knowing, but he knows way too much.
Does he know that we've come here?
Almost certainly.
Wonderful.
Sir,
So-
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
To try to ask, Sir Ismark, so the party that went up there, or the small army that went up there and attacked the castle, I'm assuming that they were trying to do it to liberate the lands from him?
Yes, the foreigner, apparently some powerful man of some type, was able to convince a lot of our foolhardy folks that he could defeat Strahd with their help. I do not think... I know it did not work. And I know that the man was defeated.
Well, I guess I know now that, well, if you try to use force against him, I guess that won't work. And you say he's immortal? That's...
To our knowledge, yes.
Jeez. This doesn't sound good at all.
Yes.
Nobody's really immortal if you can still, dismember them. They'll pretty much die at that point.
A slight sad smile appears on his face. Maybe. But I don't plan, and I don't suggest you plan on doing that. But you are well armed and armored. I have problems here. All the soldiers have left this place. All the men inside of here have left this place. And I have a problem. Would you find folk be willing to make some money?
I mean, we just got here. I mean, we haven't even found our proper footing yet. I mean, what is it that you want in the first place?
Since you rolled those high insight checks beforehand, as you kind of disregard the money aspect, you see kind of a look of panic cross his face, and then it's quickly swelled again, or hidden again. Ah, yes, of course. My sister needs to get out of the town. She needs to be led somewhere safely. Someplace more safer than this, at least. Maybe Velaki or Kresk or somewhere else. She has attracted too much of the wrong attention.
What's your sister's name?
Irina Kolyana.
That name.
That
I
seems
remember
a
that
little
name.
bit familiar.
Does she have red hair?
He looks a little taken back. How did you know that?
Tetradia won't really know what to say because she doesn't want to sound crazy.
You see his
This
hand.
place has
twitch
haunted
towards-
our dreams last night. Unfortunately, our first
Okay.
night in this land led us to some
With that,
odd
his hand
dreams.
very obviously twitches to his sword as you say that.
Wait, what do you... Wait, no,
How do you know she had red hair? Who are you?
We have visions of people that we haven't... I mean, I don't know how to explain it.
We somehow know things about this place that perhaps we shouldn't, as though we've been here before, but we haven't.
We woke up in the ruins outside the gates of Barovia, as I assume that those gates would have been called. The five of us woke up having had what seems to have been a strangely similar dream. Now that we are here, we are simply looking to gain our freedom of this land once again. At least I am. I must return to the sea. I must return to my family.
I gotta go back to the Delta.
The sea. Unfamiliar word to him. In the meantime, whoever wants to, and that is inside this conversation, go ahead and roll roll a persuasion check.
Ooh.
Can I?
Yep.
Is everybody cool with that? It'll probably flop
do
because
it,
I'm the
Theron.
one offering, but...
Theron or Nira? Who wants to do it?
Whoever.
Let me check if I have proficiency in that.
Get him.
You're more.
I
I'll be
do
higher.
have.
Are you a +4 or more?
I have +5 to persuasion checks.
All right, have at it.
Let's do it.
16.
16.
His hand slowly raises from the sword, and he kind of looks defeated. No one's supposed to know that she has red hair. No one but my family knows she has red hair.
Well, it's one of the most distinctive things that I remember about her.
She dyes it.
What?
You're not from here. You do not know our customs. People with red hair die early. It is rare, and people who do have red hair face many trials from other citizens.
Wow, so they discriminate against people just because of their hair?
Yes.
This is going to be...
Only women.
What do they call them? Witches.
I'm glad I don't have red hair.
This is going to be an odder question, but was Mad Mary's child a red-haired daughter?
No. You spoke with Mad Mary, or Mary, excuse me.
Yes, we did speak with Mary. Unfortunately, her grief has not allowed her full faculties, albeit she was more pleasant to speak to than some of the things from the nightmares the previous night have left me with for what it felt with, but
she's a poor soul. We bring her food every once in a while to keep her healthy. But her child disappeared into the mist 10 years ago. We looked, but she's does not take it well that we have not found her.
No, she definitely not has not been able to move past that period of that you were looking. Unfortunately, but it is a poor soul. But hopefully, her wailing does not continue to attract the attention of her neighbors.
Okay, that's good. I'll see if I can gather some people up later today. If you...
if I may, sir, allow us to gain our footing in this town before we think of offering to travel with your sister.
Sister, yes. It would be a touch dangerous, so you're aware, and just to tempt you a little bit more, 400 gold pieces up front.
400.
Oh my.
Exactly. Where are we taking her again? I kind of dazed off in the entire conversation. I apologize.
He mentioned the towns of Valaki or Kresk as options that may be safer than this.
To safety.
Yes.
I must go. He gets up.
Yes.
Meet me at my mansion, the Burgomaster's estate, south of here, if you're still interested. And he walks away.
400 gold pieces.
He needs to go deal with the problem that you had mentioned beforehand, so he has to leave now.
Yeah.
Everyone, that man is in over his head. He is putting on the air of having everything under control, but I assure you, he does not.
He is a first officer who is on his first day, yet thinks he's been there 10 years longer than the captain. I know the type. He's doing what he can for the people of this town. I would think he at least had the good sense to take care of what we mentioned there. But at least we know if we want to get out of this town, we can pick up some relatively easy money on the way.
It's true. We're gonna need money.
That is 80 gold for each of us, just up front. So that's quite the tempting offer for a Marine like myself. But
we're gonna need money to live here, so I guess maybe that might be a good option. And she'll raise up her wine glass and just start kind of swirling it around.
You could always just mug him. No, I'm sorry. I should not have said that. I'm sorry.
All right, I'm gonna go beat that motherfucker up. No, I'm kidding.
Good luck.
She just starts.
No, I don't like that. Oh shit. Good luck.
I gotta say, this wine is really good for this land. I wouldn't think there would be good wine in this type of climate.
Are you kidding me? This shit tastes like piss water, and he slams his mug of ale down on the table.
Yeah, it does. You're off in the distance.
What did you say?
Yeah, it does. The bartender said.
Oh. Yeah, you got it right. It tastes like fucking piss water over here. Jesus.
That's why you get the wine.
Well, I got it for the ladies, for fuck's sake, because they don't want to drink this.
That's your own goddamn problem. This is viciously cleaning a mug right now.
I know it's to be a problem. That's why I'm taking with him. Fuck.
Wow, Dro, always making friends, aren't you?
No spirits, huh?
We got dead people. That's what we're asking for.
So you're telling me rum is going to be hard to find? The grog is in short supply.
He looks around. Why is your voice coming around the top? You just to let you know, you got a lot of reverb. I think it's coming from Niramore's mic.
Yes, it's because I'm a loud person, and unfortunately, even though I'm 20 feet away from her,
Jesus.
Well, I thought I had myself on mute because I try to mute myself when you're talking, but.
Unfortunately, you did not have me muted.
Gotcha.
It's all good.
What were you saying?
Oh, I was asking. I was lamenting the lack of grog being available.
I got ale.
I grabbed a glass of the silver wine to tide myself over for the moment. I was just double checking that there was.
I've got
Oh,
some
no,
pink
no.
thinner outside if you want some of that.
Do you have any
No,
apple
thank
cider?
you. I'm
Yeah,
not
that's what I
looking
wanna
to
know.
prep for a keel hauling.
No apples. I don't know what an apple is.
You don't know what an apple is.
I
No,
don't know what an apple is.
You don't know what an apple? Like,
Morning Lord's fucking light. We are in hell for sure.
Oh no, believe me, I just came from hell. This is far better.
well, at least they have wine, and I'm sure they don't have olive oil here. So it's...
Oh, we got olive oil.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
He brings out a a bottle, and it says Wizards of Wizards of Olive Oil on it. That's one of the new things they've been growing this.
Wizards of olive oil. I don't believe I haven't seen that since I've been close.
It's made by the same people who made the wine. It's pretty good.
Olive oil this far. Huh. How much is that?
This
The olive
70
oil.
gold pieces. And
70
he
gold?
slowly takes it away, puts it underneath the bar.
I have a little bit of olive oil myself, but at least I know I guess I could buy some here if I want to be. It's just so expensive here.
Listen, I haven't got the recent supply. I don't know how much it is. That's how much I'd be willing to sell it for, though.
It's a lot for olive oil, but then again, I'm sure it's kind of rare here.
I know Bildred's got some.
Oh.
Do you not just cook in lard? Isn't that much more effective?
Olive oil
and,
is a
what the
wonderful
chief
thing.
expect?
It
You
is
cook with
because
it.
most
put it
of
in
our
your
lard comes from wolves. Big fuckers. Doesn't taste that good.
Yeah, it's on.
Oh.
Olive oil is a wonder oil because you can put it in your hair and it makes it silky soft, or you could cook with it. You could do anything with it.
I don't think you should cook with anything that you can also eat, or I mean, wash your hair with. That's kind of. If I can get my fucking terms right. Yeah, I'm not gonna
Also
put
put it in
butter
butter.
in my hair. What do you? Ugh.
Women in Belka put olive oil in their hair. It makes it soft and shiny.
I have, in all my travels, I have never heard of that.
Well, you have to have the right olive oil
Oh
for
my
it.
god, this lady's crazier than I am. This is getting out of
What?
hand.
The bartender
Indeed.
has taken a little bit of olive oil and is running it through his very, very thin scalp of
Oh
hair now.
god.
Just
Just as
a
crazy as
touch.
she is.
Look, he wants to be a Belkin.
You're just funny.
He doesn't even know what that is. So are we going to start trading recipe cards now? What's going on here, people?
Yep.
Alrighty.
So,
What is the party doing?
what time would it be in the day at this
It's about
point?
3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon.
3 in the morning. Okay, so 3 in the afternoon. Is there anything else that anywhere else in the town people wanted to check out, or do we want to just rest at the inn for now? We've gotten some lunch in us. We've gotten a meal in us. We've gotten some wine. We've
True.
gotten some information, and we've gotten a lead on a job that would take us out of the town. But I know that when we came to the inn initially, we did pass a store with provisions if people are wanting to
I was just gonna
check
say, like,
into that. And I do remember one of us being quite devoted to a holy power, and there is a church that we could go take a look if they're interested in. I know Lady Tetra's vote would probably just to be stay here and kill time, but that's not going to get us out of here.
I love as you're saying that the priest is like trying to get laid.
It's not working.
Over there still.
Yeah, no,
it's not
it's
working at all.
It's failing horribly at getting laid.
I've been on plenty of adventures in my travels. Don't say things for me, Esson.
Okay, so you do say that outside of the dreams as well, then. All right, I'll that's fine. Lady Tetra, would you be wanting to accompany us to the general store or the church? We may have to rescue Sir Solaris before he gets assaulted by 3 comely ladies.
well, I guess why not?
Man, that is the dirtiest priest I have ever seen. Good job. It makes me proud. I was gonna call you a Boy Scout or church boy, but no, I think I'm gonna save that for the other one over there. As he points at Theron, looks at his shiny armor up and down. Ugh, God. At least this one's trying to get somewhere.
I just don't believe that these wizards here can make olive oil. That's amazing.
That's really.
Is it really?
Olive oil is very important to my culture. It's up there with wine.
So
Do
I'm
we-
gonna pull. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, do we want to go to a store yet, given that I'm not sure what our funds are like?
We don't have to. We can definitely take a look around at other things, but
We need to save our coin for now. We don't know how long we're going to be here.
that is very true.
I agree.
Albeit with how cold it is, we may need to see about getting some people some cold weather furs for those who do not already have.
Yeah,
And
this leather I'm
but,
wearing doesn't help me keep me warm.
Point of order here. Just to let you guys know, don't worry about cold weather. Just not going to make you guys all have certain gear inside there.
No,
If you're looking for mechanics, if you want to go out and get cold weather gear for roleplay wise, go for it. But if you're looking for mechanic stuff, I don't punish that type of stuff.
She's definitely gonna want a coat. Just knowing her.
Of course you will.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, but the question is, do we torment her and go to the church first?
Yes.
Why do we gotta go to the
Alright.
church?
No, why didn't you agree with me right away? What's wrong with you?
Why don't we go to the? We should go to the store first. It's like she's gonna argue. It's like, why don't we go to the store first? It's closer. Look, it's all the way in the distance.
No, we're going to whatever else makes you displeased first. That's what we're doing.
It's cold out there.
Of course it is. There's no sunlight. Ever. Have you seen 1 ounce of it so far? I sure as shit haven't.
Oh,
It's windy.
well then let's go to the church then. Cause I don't want to walk around here alone to the stores. Place is creepy. There's zombies and weirdos.
We can't. We don't. You guys don't want to go to Arena first and figure
Oh,
that
we
out?
could, yeah, absolutely. Wherever you guys want to go, it doesn't matter.
Oh, we have to
Doesn't
bring
matter
you
to
up
me,
to
I mean.
the speed.
I think you're muted, Hassan.
Too much more.
Yeah, I think
Yourself.
you're mute. Can people still hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I mean, I remember Irina from the dream too,
Sure.
and I'm very concerned for her.
Okay. If people want to go see, if once we rescue Winterheart from his failed attempts at amorousness, Solaris, sorry, not Winterheart, but Solaris, we can bring him up to speed on Isak offering us
Ismark.
400 gold up front. Ismark
I think
offering
it
us
might,
400 gold up front to escort Arena to safety. And if Solaris wants to say, well, then we should go talk to him right away, San's not going to argue.
If we all have memories of Irina, maybe we should not talk to her about those because we might freak her out or she'll think we're crazy.
Well, they've already started freaking people out, so.
Unfortunately, that is true. Especially you.
We may have to see if Ismark said anything to her or not.
Yeah, I guess that's true. He might have already gone back there and talked to her about it, so.
He did say he was going to take care of boarding up the Miss Mary's
Ismark
neighbor.
is- Yeah, Ismark's probably not home yet.
If Ismark isn't home yet, do we dare go there?
Yeah, I'm definitely okay with that.
You can always
Okay.
find him on the streets,
Yep.
of course. You know where he's going to.
Yeah.
to find.
We can always just check by Mary's on the way.
Maybe we should go before he gets there then, so that he can't say anything to her.
We'll just tell her that her brother hired us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before they go, Titrati is going to ask the bartender, where are these wizards that make wine and olive oil? Because she wants to go there.
That's on the other side of the lock. Go do some work.
What?
Fuck, even that one was hard for me to understand.
Dro.
He said they were outside Valaki.
Somehow I understood that.
Dro, can you write this down?
I don't carry any pencils. What are you talking about? Or anything?
Well, just remember what he says, because I wanna visit these wizards, because imagine the possibilities if I could make olive oil out of nothing, or however they do it.
Start throwing olive oil at your enemies.
True.
It is not a very combat useful oil. It doesn't burn very well.
But it's great for cooking. Especially if you have flat iron pan with you.
Oh God.
And it's great for your hair. She's gonna repeat that again.
All right. So, for a little bit out of here, are you guys going to try to rush to the Burgomaster's mansion in front of
I think it's Irina, right?
of Eastmark? Or are you going to go find Eastmark and then Irina? Or are you going to go to the church? Or what are you doing?
I think we're thinking
Definitely going to the Burgomaster's. It's just a matter of, are we going straight to Irina, or are we stopping with Ismark first?
Let's go straight to Irina.
Yeah, we'll just assume Ismark's already there.
Okay, gotcha.
No, it's better if he's not.
You guys
I know.
Sounds like you guys are going straight to the Burgomaster's house. At this point, because it has been 3 hours at this point, or we can play a little bit more inside of here. I will ask, I know that Tenkai, you have to leave pretty soon, right?
Yes.
Okay. If everyone agrees to, I'm willing to play up to another hour, but that is if everyone agrees to it, including Tenkai. But Tenkai, of course, you have to go.
I probably cannot do another hour, no.
Okay. Then what I'm going to ask you is, would you be fine if the party continued for another hour?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And then
I'll continue for another hour. I'll just watch the VOD after.
Gotcha. Just for this, because I'm kind of trying to get over here. Now everyone has to agree to this. Does everyone else want to continue for another hour?
Sure.
Up to another hour.
I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you able to stay for a little bit longer still, Tenkai?
Maybe like another 10-15 minutes or so.
Okay.
Another 15 minutes. All right.
I can keep going forever.
Another 300. Good.
Let's do a marathon. 6 hours.
See, when they're gone, we'll see Theron just shoot up into the heavens. By the way, if you're not here, Theron, and this goes for everyone, your character is completely invulnerable. They're not. The party can't send you to go check for traps or anything. They can ask for your help for like utility stuff, but hurting a player that is AFK is not going to happen.
Like I'll be here. I will be missing one day, and like they'll be like, "Oh yeah, your character got kidnapped. We don't know
or died or something." Yeah, that would be awful. So no, that won't happen. Now, if the whole party dies, but we'll see. Okay, so you start wandering your way, and you're going to try to find the Burgomaster's house.
Yes, with Isaac telling us his house was to the south.
Mm-hmm. You find it. You skip over the action section, so you can skip over Eastmark from what it sounds like. But when you see the house, it is definitely a mansion. It's got a wrought iron fence surrounding it, and a small little estate area further away from the town. But it is boarded up. The windows are sealed. The door is sealed. And the yard looks awful. Footprints, lots of them. Paw prints, big wolf prints, litter the yard. Scorch marks, burn marks, rings, destroyed portion of grass and tufts are all spread out around the yard. One side of the building seems to have been lit on fire and quickly doused. There's scorch marks along it. The door is scratches all over it. Not long, like dig into it scratches, but it's just scratched up. The windows and boards look like they have been pried and touched and tried to be forced out, but they withstood it. But this place looks like it has been under siege.
But I definitely see why he was talking about a lack of safety. It appears this carries over quite a bit from our dream.
I was hoping it wasn't going to be as bad as the dream was, but seems it is.
Are we able to try to figure out as to the different types of pod creatures that have been coming after it? And other things like that?
Yeah, roll me a survival check.
Yay, for something I'm proficient in. Although I don't know if it worked.
5.
Oh my god. Oh, it doesn't matter that I'm proficient in it. I have no idea what these creatures are. They're obviously not fish people.
They're obviously not fish people. Exactly.
They're not fish people or they're not pirates. Son doesn't know what they are.
Oh, out of character, what was that wine called? Because Tetrati like stuffed that.
Grape Smash 1055 by the Wizards of Winery.
Okay, I'm gonna
Grape
write that
Smash
down.
1055.
Okay.
It's a great name for a wine.
That's pretty dope. I like it.
Number 3, specifically the 3rd edition.
Okay.
I had to look in the notes.
I'm trying to write it down right now.
As you kind of stare up inside of your, and I saw him like, yeah, those are some paw prints. What are you guys doing?
Well, it's kind of obvious around here that we're going to be taking on some baggage if we decide to carry this lady with us. What do you think? Obviously, you have nothing else better to do.
An awkward silence greets your words.
Sorry. Apologies. I forgot I was muted. But if our dream and Irene of this land is anything to go by, this young lady is going to need our aid. And I don't know about the rest of you, but I don't really want to stay in a town infested with zombies. Long term.
Son has a point. I don't want to stay here either.
So if we're going to be leaving town for another, taking the young lady with us is it seems like easy money.
Yeah.
But
400 up front.
And if I remember her correct, if she's half as handy with a crossbow as the one in our dream, she won't be that much of a dead weight.
True. I kind of remember. Yeah, something about her and a crossbow. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Sir Solaris, you seem to have a way with women. Would you like to knock on the door?
Sure. He'll just go and knock on the door.
Polite knock? Or something else?
If I can add some type of like seduction motivation in the knock.
to the knock?
Do that. Yeah, I would definitely try to do that. Like I'm pretending I am a lover returning. And that kind of knock.
Okay. So could you describe what the party sees as you knock?
Oh, he fixes his hair, he checks his breath, does a little side bend stretch, and then he just goes.
You hear some shuffling.
Knock, knock.
Nero wants to say just to Solaris using her awakened mind. You got this, bud.
Who's there? Is that you, Eastmark?
No, it is the lot.
What? Who are you?
We were hired
Why
by
are
your
you here?
brother to. We were hired by your brother to help you.
I don't know anything about that. What?
We just met at a tavern called Blood of the Wine.
Eastmark. Right.
I can assure you, my lady, we are quite capable and we could probably help you.
How many are you? You're by yourself.
No, I have companions.
And how many companions?
We're 6 total.
Armed?
We are adventurers, so we do have weapons, but we can place them down.
Okay. You hear like a bunch of scrabbling and knocking, and like turns of keys and metal on metal inside there, and then rapid footfalls, and the door slowly opens up by about 2 inches.
I'll give a very friendly smile.
The door stays shut. I mean, it's only open 2 inches.
Whatever you feel comfortable with. If you want to tell me your problems through the doorway, or do you want to come outside, or let us in, it's completely up to you. I am a holy man, and I show her my holy symbol.
You shove it through the door?
We'll just like kind of prop it up so she can see it. Or
Okay.
like, is her eyeball looking through, or
No, there's no eyeball looking through.
well? So I have a holy symbol that I'm wearing, and I'm a holy man, so I can help you in a priest capacity if you need that as well.
No response.
May we come in?
No response.
Katrani is just gonna raise her voice and be like, Irina, it's very rude to treat a fellow noblewoman like this.
I will gently push the door to see if there's any resistance.
There's not.
Okay, so then I'll push it open.
Okay. Opens up. You see a little parlor inside there. Some 1 or 2 chairs. There was more chairs at one point, but they have been smashed to make either firewood or barricade a few other things inside this house. Some few small desks. There's a faintly steaming teapot on one table as well, but no Irina.
I'll just say again, hello, are you here? And I'm gonna walk in.
Okay. You come inside there, immediately look to your left, and you see 6 crossbows rigged up to a string on one side of the wall, and you see a woman with a sword, with a long sword out, breastplate on, staring at you, hand slightly trembling on the string, and as you enter, oh, thank God, thank the morning Lord. But her sword's still pointing at you.
It's gonna be like very calm, no sudden moves. Like, hi, how are you?
Good. I'm glad you're who you say you are. Please, you, specifically you, sit.
She's pointing at me.
Yes.
I'm gonna sit and be like, can I don't know if anyone's followed me in. It's just me.
As of right now, is anyone else following him in?
I'll probably follow him in.
Yeah,
Okay.
Theron will as well.
Yeah.
Once
As long
everybody
as she's
starts,
okay to have it.
everybody starts going in, I think
I mean, if the coast is clear, anyway.
Every
Okay.
time you guys step in, she looks a little less worried.
Ooh, look, they got tea. I wonder what kind of tea they have in Barovia.
It's just hot water.
Oh, just hot water.
Right. So my brother sent you, is that right?
Yes.
It is.
Really? Okay. What does he want you to do? Because he hasn't told me anything.
Escort you out of Barovia village.
Are you serious?
And that's what he told us.
It's somewhere safe.
Really? I mean, that's not a bad plan by any means, but we have more important matters to do other than that. Now, listen, I'm sure you're fine folk, but I am very busy right now, thinking up of a few other things. And whatever payment my brother offered you, I would have to speak to him first.
He paid us up front. And since we are an honorable lot of people, that's why we came here right away to see if we can help you. Because now we are your charges. Wait, I said that wrong. You are our.
Yeah,
You
wrong
are
way
our
around.
charge.
We are your. What I'm trying to say is we are your retainers.
servants.
We are
Yes.
your retainers. I forgot the word retainer.
Okay. Well, I gotta have to talk to him, but I have got something I have to do. Fuck.
I stop her. No, I'm not gonna do that. Never mind.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck. Would you be willing to help me out a little bit? Please.
Solaris just looks at the party like, I know what's coming.
What was it that you needed assistance with, fine lady?
My late father is rotting in my living room. We can't bring him to the church. No one will help us carry him, and I can't leave.
Oh, sounds gross.
He's in a coffin, but
Dro, you like dead people.
How-
You do this.
How long has he been dead for?
a week.
Oh, he must be coming along.
We are
I can,
covering it with cologne.
if you show me where he is, I can actually help you with that.
Gotcha. Describe her a little bit more. She's very, very serious woman. She's very pretty. Her eyes are as hard as flints. And she's very forward and studious of you, like looking you all dead in the eye every time you talk to her. And she does not let her sword down as well. Nor does she let go of the crossbows. But is not holding them as tightly, per se. You're a priest.
Yes, I am.
Well, maybe you can help with that. If we could get his body to the church, Father Donovan can perform his last rites, and I can possibly go with you then.
How did your father die?
When she stops, he fell. I think the stress got to him. As I'm sure you saw, this place has seen better days. I have not left the house in a month. Either some weird magic affected him, or stress, or something affected his heart. But he died during one of the attacks. He wasn't hurt physically, but he died nonetheless. He was an older man. Served this place for a very long time.
Who's been attacking you?
They're scare tactics. I don't know. I think I offended my suitor. And he wanted me to leave the house. He asked, and I refused. So he did what you saw outside. The churned earth, the scorch marks, the silent figures in the night.
Your suitor appears to be a man of great power, then, if he can unleash such an assault on this building.
My brother didn't tell you.
Only that you had caught too much attention from the wrong kind of people.
You could say that. Strahd von Zarovich wants me.
What?
Oh.
The guy who killed or turned those people into zombies wants you?
Yes.
Oh,
I don't know why, but he hasn't taken no for an answer.
guys, I don't know if this is such a good idea. If
Very
we-
quickly, I gotta get going now, guys. So
Yep.
I will
Yeah.
see y'all
Alright.
next week.
Good night, man.
See you
Yeah,
tonight.
Have a good one. Later.
Should be like, I don't think this is a good idea. I mean, I don't know if we could really face Strahd if he comes down and nabs
Then we
Irina.
just simply have to make sure that we don't attract any more of his attention than we have to.
exactly.
I guess that maybe. But didn't you remember what Ismark or Sir Ismark said? He sees everything. So how are we gonna hide her?
He did not say sees everything, but he said that he sees a lot of things.
To specify.
So if we move with enough speed, hopefully we will be able to keep her safe. And not hopefully, we will keep her safe. This job we have taken will be seen through until she is safe, even if that means we're taking her out of this bloody town itself.
Here, here.
Or this bloody land of itself.
Yeah.
After all, we all have homes to return to. Some of us may not want to go to our homes, and that's fine. We can always go out. They can always go to other places.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, I was more referring to this dark-skinned one getting a taste of the world outside.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sure.
quite frankly, I don't like either of them.
Besides, Irina, I mean, she's gonna try not to say it, but she's like, we can't really just leave you here anyways. She's kind of
Yeah,
like
no.
hinting that we already kind of know her, so I guess we have no choice.
We
But before
cannot
we
abandon a
you
lady in
decide
need.
anything, I have to bury my father first.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, on that, if you show me where he is, I can help you with something.
He.
What do you plan on doing?
I can make it that he's more preserved. Stays
Roll
more
a
preserved.
persuasion check. You are a priest, but she doesn't know you.
Oh.
Okay. She squints and then nods a little bit. Yes, of course. If you're going to help me, that's fine.
You can
And
watch me and make sure.
of course. Nods to you and walks further away into the house while nodding to you to follow along, Solaris.
I just motion for everyone to just follow because now we're getting in.
She leaves you to a little bit more of a lived-in room, unlike the parlor. It does have a coffin in the middle. It's a very fine coffin. It's very well made. It was probably made a good while ago. It looks like the father had some forethought. It is made mainly out of wood, but is tightly sealed and nailed off to the side. And for your sake, Solaris, you should be able to cast a spell through the coffin.
Okay, so I'll just do it as a ritual because I don't think I have it prepared.
Sure.
It's called Gentle Repose.
Yeah, Gentle Repose.
Do I-
Very familiar with that spell. Yeah.
Do I just hit roll?
Yeah, you hit the dice so I can see it in the bottom right. Okay, so yeah, this will stop it from becoming undead as well as stop it from doing anything else. Stops it. Sit there, you cast it, and over the period of time, she watches you like a hawk. But you finish it, and you've worked through coffins before. They've taught you this type of stuff, so you can work with it. Don't even have to open it. And you do so. You finish casting the spell. What do you do?
I just take a respectful step back and I say, you don't have to worry about it for 10 days.
It's good. but we should bring this to Father Donovich. He knows this inside of here. At which point you hear, Irina! I have some news for you. You hear Ismark inside of here. For the sake of brevity, Ismark comes in, they fill each other in, he looks kind of perturbed that you guys went ahead of him, but he's not going to become irate or anything. Comes inside there. So, who's willing to help carry the body? And as Ismark has told me, I'll leave it up to you, since he wants me to stay here. Do you want me to stay here or come with you?
I'll help carry the coffin. It's not a problem.
Yeah, no, it's
I can help carry it.
Son and Tenkai will, of course, be helping. I think Tenkai would want to, especially considering his oaths.
Okay.
Lady Irina, if you wish to join us to bury your father, we will be happy for your accompaniment. But simply put, do we all? Does it just go on Hassan's head and then everybody grabs the coffin around him?
That's up
or
to
do
you.
we have a card outside?
No, you'll have to do like coffin burials where there's 4 people carrying each portion of it. There's no card.
I'm just joking about the fact that Hassan is 3'7".
Oh,
Yeah.
I apologize.
I am a halfling.
Gotcha.
I may have a 17 strength, but I am a halfling.
So Son helps. I assume Son helps. So he's gonna have to lift it like above his head a little bit to keep it up.
Yep.
Inside there.
Yep.
But you keep going.
Everybody's just gonna put her hands on her hips and like, I'm not touching that coffin.
Okay. So I assume you wander through the streets until you're approaching the church.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So you do.
Did she want to say any sort of last goodbye to him, or put anything in the coffin with him, or?
That
Sorry,
has
I
been
said that sooner.
That has been taken care of, and
Okay.
she wants the priest Donovich to help her with that. There are customs that she has to follow.
Yeah.
One of the customs being that she has to dig Ismark and her have to dig the grave themselves to properly put him to rest.
Mm.
So they are. She is accompanying us then. Good.
Yes, she is.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Or at least one of the family members do. But that's been. They're going to priest Donovich to do their rituals, their customs inside of here.
And Hassan did extend the offer for her to join us if she wanted. So,
and she joined you. It's a somber procession. You walk through the village of Barovia. Some of you may even be expected to be attacked. You don't. Atop a slight rise against the roots of a pillar of stone that seems to be supporting this castle stands a gray, sagging edifice of stone and wood. This church is obviously weathered assaults of, weather and different, apparently more supernatural portions of it. There are burn marks and long gouge marks onto the wooden gate, the wooden gate doors of this place. Yet, it almost speaks of a defiance against this pervasive evilness of Barovia. It stands slooped, yet firm and defiant within the fog. And the fog around this place seems less intense. The burn and covered with claw marks door pushed over by Ismark. And he yells, Father! Father Donovich! And inside of there, you see a priest kneeling, muttering something in prayer. His head slowly turns towards you, and you see this. A weary looking man He slowly gets up to his feet, and within his robes, where his knees are, there is a faint mark of blood. You immediately get the feeling that he has been kneeling in prayer for a very long time. Hello. Hello. Eastmark, Tatiana, companions. Welcome to the Church of the Morning Lord. I assume that is your belated father there. I'm very sorry for his loss. Eastmark nods. I will do my duties and bury him. Please, you two, come with me, and we will handle this. And he smiles, and it seems fake, but he's trying. At which point, you hear echoing around you, slightly below you. Father! I hear you up there. You haven't talked to me in so long. I can smell more people. Why don't you let me out? Why don't you let me out, please? Please. And Donovich, the priest, closes his eyes, takes a step, and almost stumbles upon hearing this. But he doesn't cry. Whatever tears he has all dried up and passed. And he takes a nod for a moment.
What in the hell was that?
Oh.
That is someone in great pain that needs help. Please do not bother him. And he starts walking, and you hear, please, I haven't seen this guy in so long. Please, it's so cold inside of here. And heavy labored breathing coming from one door off to the side. And Donovan starts walking towards you. Getting more and more weary every time he hears his voice. But he puts on a smile. We should start the burial ritual. Come, Eastmark. And Irina. They leave to go hold the rites of burials that are not supposed to be seen. You are left outside. So unless you have a problem with that, Donovich takes Irina and Eastmark to go bury father. You are left alone. What is the party doing?
Just to be clear, is the coffin still with us?
No.
Okay, so the three of them are carrying the coffin?
No. They actually need one other person to join them. So if you guys want to carry the coffin with them, yeah, that's fine. Actually, apologies. So if you help them carry the coffin, you are led into a very large cemetery that hasn't been dug up for a long time and not well maintained. Donovich goes off to one little corner of this, and you still hear the sobbing coming from the church every once in a while. From one of the sheds, he comes up with 2 shovels and hands one to Eastmark and one to Irina. At which point they start to dig next to a more opulent set of stone. Probably their families, since they appear to be nobles. And they start to dig in silence. Donovich muttering a few words and prayers over them, he brings out a census and starts swinging it gently in the air, and it is smoking.
I'll look around to a couple of the other people, whoever's closest to me, and I'll be like, and I'll whisper to them, be like, does anybody else want to go check out what that extremely disturbing shouting was from the basement? Kind of sounded like a dead cat.
Slurs will cross his arms with a very cocky grin. He'll look at Dro and be like, sure, but whatever you do, don't feed it any blood.
So you think you already have an idea of this, or of what this is, huh?
He just goes, I learned my lesson because you taught it to me in my dreams.
Did anybody hear near there?
No.
No.
You guys need to sit more than 20 feet away from each other. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't matter.
No, it's something's going on with her mic connection, I think.
Oh, fuck. I know, I fucking hate
No, dear, you're not
microphones.
lighting up on Discord.
We'll see if she isn't able to fix it real quick. We'll probably stop the session there.
Yeah, it might be an issue with her the headphone jack on her computer, actually.
Nearly there.
We'll have to figure it out, but
Doesn't sound like.
no. Maybe try rejoining the Discord.
She did.
Oh.
All right. Yeah.
No.
Okay, I'm just gonna switch to the other chair. I don't know what's going on with this, but I don't know. I said
What?
Gotcha. Since we already passed the time, we're gonna stop the session there.